Hi everybody. I realised I don't think I've got the audio, the music as loud as I did. It felt a bit quiet. How are we doing? What do we think? Thoughts? Prayers? Tears? How was that? Did we enjoy? Oh, thank you guys. It was terrible, I hated it. Good, Sam. I did it just so that you could hate it. I'm so happy. It was literally, I was like, right, everyone else is gonna love this, but I know Sam is gonna hate it, and that's my goal in life. To make stuff that Sam hates. We love it. Playing games, enjoy the procrastinating and the game playing, Ham. Have a buddy. As long as you can do the exam, my dude. Where was the wither? Yeah, there was totally a wither in Double Life for sure. Guys, I'm celebrating. Like, have you guys got a drink or your popcorn or your snacks? Because I'm celebrating with a lovely little cocktail here. Because, you know, it's not just the release of an animatic. It is the anniversary. Okay, it was yesterday, but yesterday I worked, so we're doing this today. Yesterday was the anniversary of 4 years of me doing live series animatics. Yeah, with baked beans. Let's go. 4 years ago, 4 years and 1 day ago, I released a little animatic called Who Are You Really? And so my goal was, as a celebration of 4 years, because 4 years is a long time. I think like I did like a bunch of my schoolings 4 years, right? Like I was in high school for 4 years. I was in college for 4 years. I'll be doing my bachelor's for 4 years in summer. But yeah. Oh yeah, Vampires SMP. I'm sorry that I posted right during Vampires. I had no idea it was coming out at the same time. So I do apologize. That is that's on me. So if you guys have to finish watching Vampires, obviously that's the bigger thing. Don't feel bad. Come, you can always watch the animatic afterwards, and you can always pop my stream afterwards. That's all good, my dudes. All good. How are we feeling after that? How are we doing? Dudes, I enjoyed this one, but it like took so much longer than I wanted it to. We love the Impulse cameo. Just chills. Oh, Impulse cameos are the best. No Skiz cameo, I'm afraid. Sadly, because Skiz wasn't in Double Life, but you know, there was no way that I could put a Skiz cameo in there. Pain, Love the Angst art was good, thank you. May fly though. Touche, Nini, touche. Martin's pose. Martin's pose. So there's a story to Martin's pose that I've told a couple times. We'll definitely get to that later. I'm thinking, so I gotta be honest, it's been a long week. Apart from knowing that we're gonna celebrate 4 years. You were there for the story, yeah. Beamy was physically with me. I was just like, yeah, let's just hang out and celebrate. And you know, I'm gonna pop you guys onto this screen, because this is probably where we're gonna be hanging out for most of today. We're just chatting. The caller? Yeah, the caller. He called the caller. Yeah, Martin's pose was a special request by the man himself. There's also, yeah, there's running parts that are also very intentional. Very intentional for sure. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's have a chat. And then I also I want to look back afterwards, after we have like talked through the animatic. It's not a long animatic, but I'm on my short animatics arc. That's what we're doing at the moment. The not too long animatics, they still take really flipping long to make because uni is kicking me in the backside. But it's just what it is. If I was still making long animatics, dude, it would take so long. It would take like years if I were doing like a full 5-minute animatic. Full on lip sync. Right. That was so hard. That was so hard. I had to take reference videos of that, and then I had to look at my ugly mug saying the words "Tilly death do us part" over and over again so that I could animate Scott. Did you guys actually... I've spoiled what Scott said, but do you guys know what Pearl said? Could you guys read the lips? You expect the next animatic on Tuesday, Sam? No. You were shot 57 times. Oh, yep. This was always going to be an angsty one. Let's be honest. Crazy woman. Hi, Zim. Hello, my friend. Thank you, guys. That's the live series animatic experience. Exactly. Exactly. Oh boy, new animatic, and then I was shot 57 times. That is exactly what it was. Oh yeah, yep. I'm in my short animatic making era. It's nice. You go be her holy Henry. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Twitch censored that for you. Twitch censored crazy woman. Wonderful. Always forget how good the Scott Pearl in Double Life is, and I just had that shot of him running to her. That was so good. Or running past her, yeah. So, okay. I don't remember when the first time I saw this was, but like the song Please Please Please, I never knew it from Sabrina Carpenter. I don't follow that kind of music. But if there's ever an epic like version of a song, Martin Seth Posner. Sure, tell you what, should we go through the animatic? Why not? Let's have a look. So I'll first start talking about the song, because the song. Oh, it's such a good cover by Morgan Clay. If you don't know Morgan, please go follow. Like they're doing this amazing. They're also doing their own animatic with their own original story and their own music. I can't remember what it's called. What's the project called? I had it on my feed just now. Flipping heck. Dudes, my YouTube didn't work. My YouTube refused to work. I had to log into my iPad. I had to just speed run this while the animatic was premiering, so I saw like nothing of the premiere chat because I was like fumbling to get like things in, going like, join us on stream afterwards, thanks for watching. I was fumbling so hard. Yeah, Lunaira. Yes, that looks like a very familiar name. Google that name and you will find Morgan Clay's project, which is like feminist, like, oh, I can't wait. Like, they released a music video of one of their songs recently, and I keep seeing clips of it, and I completely, for some reason, I didn't realize that. I thought they were just like hinting at clips that are going to be posted soon. I hadn't realized they already posted it. And so literally, as I was opening the animatic, it was a case of like, oh, flip, because on my homepage, I see that video. I'm like, dang it. So they already posted a music video to one of their songs of their musical that they're writing, because they're writing a musical, and oh, the animation is so good. The vocals are so good. Please go send it your love, because it's such a cool project, and it's like a kind of type of project that you first don't see very often, because it's definitely a passion project. I think it was backed on Kickstarter, but like rarely ever do these kinds of projects get the funding that they need and that they deserve to become a thing. And I think that one's been funded. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this musical and the animation behind it. And it's in a fantasy world. What else do we want? A fantasy musical with bright and beautiful and colorful animation, amazing vocals. Yes. Anyway, that's Morgan Clay. That is the person who sang this animatic. So do go send all the love, because damn, they deserve it. They deserve it so much. And so I first heard Please Please Please. I'm sure this hit the rounds. Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic project. I'm sure this animatic hit the rounds on Instagram, because like I saw it everywhere, or like it was recommended to me on both my Instagram accounts. So that's, for me, that is, I saw it everywhere. And it's like it is basically the same part of the song that I took. And it's like a lover mourning over the loss of her lover. Like he's dead on the floor and she's like crying over him. And then like when you've got the whole climactic, please, 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 it's him being dragged away by angels. Anyone else seen that short? Because oh my gosh, it's beautiful and so inspiring and gorgeous. And then after that, I also saw a Percy Jackson short. Yeah, it is that one. It is that one. I knew Morgan posted it as well. Hi, Dualistics. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you, thank you. I saw yours as well. Let's go. I saw your Mumbo animatic recently. Very good. Can we just share the love out here? We love it. But yeah, that like audio. Of course, my dude. Also, Drawlistics, while I've got you here, the stuff that you have recently been doing in Blender, like the atmospheric scenes that you have been doing, just gobsmack me every time I see it. Guys, do you follow Drawlistics on Insta? Because they do such amazing like Blender atmospheres that they post. I'm just like, how? Because I have so much respect for anyone who knows Blender. It is Blender, right? Anyone who knows Blender. We're sharing all the love today. Go follow. If you don't know who Drawlistics is, then have you been living under a rock in the live series stuff? Oh, they're so good. But yeah, please, please, please. It's been on my animatic list for a while. And I don't know, it just at some point, I think this is while I was making Blender is Witchcraft indeed. While I was making the No Longer You animatic, the Third Life, like towards the end of making animatics, I just start getting ideas for new animatics. And that must have been digging into Blender for long. Yeah, you can tell there's like really some artistry in there. You're doing great, my dude. But I had this idea, like, and it hit me like a truck at the end of making No Longer You. And I was like, oh my gosh, Pearl and Scott. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so heart-wrenching. Oh my gosh, the moment where it's like this climatic, please, 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 is Scott running past Pearl, realizing, no, I still don't want to be your soulmate. I'm gonna go where all the others have gone. Truck ideas are always fun ideas. Yeah. I get physically smacked down. So like imagine the hurt that you see when you watch the animatic, because yes, there is emotional pain and wreckage. Imagine the wreckage that I felt when the idea came. Because so much heartbreaks. I really wanted to dig into character design here. And that was kind of my focus, on showing characters, like making them look similar in frames that follow each other, but if there's like a time jump, showing that difference. And I'm going to talk about that in a bit. And just I'll talk about trigger warnings before then, but just know that there are some trigger warnings. If you read the description, like right at the top, there are trigger warnings there. So if you want to, like, if you don't want to hear about that kind of thing, then maybe tune off this stream, don't watch the animatic. Do stay safe, please. Because there's heavy subjects in this one. There's heavy subjects. Please, please, please. Don't blow yourself up. Please, please, please. Cause I'll die as well, Scott. I don't wanna die, Scott. Gosh, I can't sing today. I just knocked my bottle over. I've got a new bottle today. I can't find my other bottle, so we have a new bottle. It's bigger, and it terrifies me. I can't chug this bottle. I'm telling you now, I'm not chugging this bottle. It's dangerous. Funnily enough, it's not my uni water bottle. It is my uni coffee bottle, which is about twice the size as my uni water bottle. No, guys, no. I would rather chug my gin than chug this bottle. No. Guys, you can't do this to me. What does this button do? I shall hydrate once. I shall hydrate twice. You guys are the worst. You guys are like really mean. I love all the people trying to save my throat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't get enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't get enough. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, we're not getting it. 1, 2. Yes, save your points. It's not worth it. Telling Twitch chat don't do that is going to get Twitch chat to do that. That is fair. Guys, you're trying your best. What a war going on, indeed. Sam is head spearing this wall. Can I just say, guys? Can I just say? So in the Everin Discord in mod chat, just before stream started, I was like, guys, is one of the Twitch mods going to be there? Because I was terrified. Oh, we're getting really close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're really trying. 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we can totally do a ukulele interlude instead. It is hard to interrupt. Oh. Okay, well, guys, I did preempt this, and to be fair, I didn't fill up my bottle before stream. 4,000 points. Okay. Your fault. I didn't fill up my bottle before this. Because, like, it wasn't empty. I only filled up my... Hi, Lady K. I have just been forced to chug. I've told Twitch chat I have a big bottle, and they were like, chug. So I've got, like, a quarter left of this bottle. So I'm going to drink that now. I only said that I had a big bottle. I never said that the bottle was full. So, stream. Your channel points exist totally for hard joke trains. Hi, Cucumber. Thank you. I know, Sam. I know. You guys got scammed so bad. I seemed afraid to do it, which, to be fair, I didn't know how much was left in this bottle. I only looked when we got the 10 hydrates. So it was a gamble for me as well. I had no idea how much was left. But it shows how little I drink during my study sessions, because today, up until the animatic release, I've been writing a paper about extinct rodents. Because that's how exciting my life is. But yes, speaking of Sam wanting to wreak havoc, I basically asked in mod chat on the Everin Discord, are any of the Twitch mods around, like are Zim or Beamy around for the stream, just in case it gets chaotic with like YouTube people coming in, because that is sometimes the case. I think we're good so far, but just in case, because I was like, maybe someone's gonna get a promotion. And then in the back of my mind, I was like, I can't give Sam a mod role on Twitch. Sam, love ya. No. Sam is too chaotic on Twitch. So, in the back of my mind, I was like, no, not Sam. Hi, woman band. Welcome, my dude. Been studying since 9 AM. Welcome break. Dude, I took so long to get out of bed this morning. So, I did not study for as long as I should have. Can't give Sam mod role on Twitch. Immediately cuts to ads. Just watched it, was so good. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate it. So yes, this perfectly illustrates why I can never give Sam the mod role on Twitch. And that's fine. That's fine. I've chatted so long that my iPad program has switched off. Let's move over to... Oh, hello, Warning Gore. No Warning Gore. This is from last week. There we go. But yeah, there was... I had this on my screen all this time and I didn't show you guys. But yeah, please, please, please. Such a good song. So dramatic. We love ourselves some dramatic songs here. The Martin pose, yep. So let's talk about this one. Let's talk frame by frame, kind of go through my thoughts and ideas when making this. If you actually want to see the bulk of me making this, guys, it's over on YouTube. It's on Twitch VODs. So, like, my whole idea for this animatic is sharing every step of the process with you guys. Okay, I didn't like show all the rendering or all the animation. There were just points where it just would have gotten boring. Like a dick. But yeah, there is the, I might put them into a playlist on Katie Rowe VODs on YouTube. If you do !VOD or !VODs, I can't remember, in Twitch chat, then you'll get a link to the YouTube. You've got the process of making most of this animatic over there. So like the big steps, right? The planning, the rough sketch phase, the coloring, the rendering. I even tried some animation on there, and I even tried to show you, yeah, VOD worked. I'll try and remember that it's VOD. VODs doesn't make sense, VOD makes sense. I even tried to show you guys my editing process on stream, which was a bit of a hit and miss affair. Admittedly, that isn't on YouTube yet because the stream broke down so many times. I still need to, like, I've got those videos on my computer. I still need to stitch them together so that I can upload them as one stream. But like, yeah, the stream broke multiple times because running OBS and DaVinci Resolve on my computer just doesn't work. My computer ain't strong enough for it, okay? And so I tried to show you guys the editing process. It kind of worked, but yes. 4 a.m. here. Well, we've got a 4 a.m. Firefox. Like a 4 a.m. Pearl. We love it. The great Katie computer crash of 2025. To be fair, drawing guy, I had the great Katie computer crash of 2025 back in January, where my computer completely died and I lost all my files. I didn't lose any files, but I had to reset my entire computer. And I did lose all my DaVinci Resolve files, so I can't remember how I animated most things. Hi, Worth Girl. Hello, hello. No notifications. You watch the animatic. You'll be back in a couple minutes. A short one. Yeah, that was a big computer crash of January. I moved house, and my computer died. So at least I was already taking a break from live streaming, but then I was forced to take like another extra couple weeks break of live streaming. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Is that cultural appropriation? Maybe I shouldn't do that. The 4 a.m. peeps, I respect. Oh, I've got Aussie friends. Does that count? I've still got the creakiest mic stand in the world. I do apologize. I've got 2 Aussie friends that I've got more than 2 Aussie friends, but I've got 2 Aussie friends that are basically like my parents, but like my spiritual parents. Like if my parents, something would happen to my parents, they're my new parents kind of thing. Then does that make me part Aussie? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where that thought process was going, and I apologize, and I take everything back, and don't listen to me. I am sleep deprived, and I am drinking my cocktail far too quickly. Hi, One Woman Band. You've been in chat already, haven't you? Thank you for the follow, my dude. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. Torture in Pico Park is fine. Always. We need to finish Pico Park. We still haven't finished, have we? Oh my gosh, I just realized. Need to lock in for the drawers and you start. Do it. Got creak. I'm so sorry. I've got the creakiest mic stand. It's for some reason, like over the last week or two, my mic stand has suddenly gotten incredibly creaky. And I don't know if it's a change in weather or something. But like, it's really bad. Every time I move my microphone, it's just like, creak. It's so bad that I was chatting to a friend online. We've got like bi-weekly phone calls that we just catch up on. And then I'm just talking and then I creak and they were like, what was that hellish sound? It was awful apparently. I don't know what it sounds like through the mic. I'm gonna have to listen back to the stream. I'm sorry. But Microphone creaking ASMR, yes. That's what you're here for. Maybe I need to get a new mic stand. This is like this mic stand is as old as I have been streaming, which has been over 4 years now. This is a nostalgic trip today. Creaky microphone. I can't speak. Such satisfying noises. Is it? That's what the creak was. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so used to moving my microphone every now and again because, like, I shift in my chair. I'm a little fidgety person, and so I need to change my position all the times. Creak was the creaking behind you. Wait, is it? Are they glowing orange eyes anywhere? Have I tried a tissue box? The thing is, I can't adjust the height of a tissue box. It's in the walls. Did I make you jump? I can't adjust the height of a tissue box because sometimes, like, I'm really low down in my chair and I'm actually like Ito style with the table up in my armpits. And sometimes I'm higher up and it's just I need to do the height changing. So unless I've got like multiple tissue boxes I can stack on top of each other, which I don't, you know, it doesn't really work. It's isolated. To be fair, I feel like maybe like putting a box around my mic might actually help with like echo issues because I'm in a very echoey room. I mean, it could definitely be worse. I used to be in such a more echoey room, but like I can't really do much with the echo in here unless I put myself in a closet, which I don't quite want to when I don't have the space for. Yeah, closet art streams, that'll go really well. I would totally go crazy surrounded by my winter coats. And I'm saying a European closet as well, like not a walk-in closet. It's literally just, dudes, if I actually got into my closet, I think it would fall apart. Because every time I open the door, it kind of wobbles, and I'm terrified it's going to fall on top of me one day because it's like really old. It came with the flat. They were like, we don't want to move this wardrobe because it's going to fall apart if we move it. Do you want it? And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going to take a free wardrobe. And now I realize why it's free. Anyway, little tangent aside. Should we start talking about the animatic? Just a tiny cupboard. That's what you're getting. The IKEA closet. I don't even know if it's IKEA. It's just a white closet. It probably is. But like, I'm terrified every time I open the doors to grab clothes. What animatic? Did we do an animatic? Was there an animatic release today? Are we celebrating the anniversary of a different animatic? I don't know. Did something happen? Did I miss something? Oh, your wardrobe door is falling off. No. Yikes. It would be terribly tragic as well if my wardrobe doors fell off because that's where all my signed prints from animatic frames are there. I've got Martin in the thumbnail of Battle Cry. I've got Joel and Lizzie signing Boat Boys. I've got Ollie in a dress, as you do. Speaking of, dudes, I got a green signature. My friend Hawk went to TwitchCon San Diego. I gave them a bunch of art prints to be like, you know, whoever you find, have them sign it so I can have signatures. And they got like every single one of them signed. I have Green, Pearl, Gem, Imp, Skiz, Tango, Scar. I am so hyped. It's so cool. And I need to figure out how to ship those prints to me, but we'll figure it out. I feel so cool. I'm so honored. So, Impulse cameo? I should have had them all sign this frame. Like Pearl in the middle. Martin didn't go, did he? No, I've already got a Martin signature. Beatos didn't go. I've got a cooler Impulse frame as well, but you know. Yeah. So, let's talk about please. Prove I'm right. It took me so long. I thought at the start it was please don't prove them right. I thought those were the lyrics. But actually it's please prove I'm right. Which is kind of more gut-wrenching. But you know, we need a Tilly signature, true, and a Cleo signature. And I don't think Cleo goes to these events. I don't think Cleo has done a face reveal yet. Have they? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, this frame. Oh, that's in the verse? Don't prove them right? Oh. Cleo's a zombie. Yes, Cleo's a zombie. They have not. Okay. in that case, then Cleo events are probably as cryptic as Etho events. Getting a boat boy's Etho signature is probably going to be just as hard. Thank you, Sam. But yeah, so my focus is on this animatic. We're like trying to figure out character design, because this is the first animatic I've ever done with like 2/3 characters in the focus, if we're counting Cleo. I'm kind of keeping their design consistent, but what I also wanted to do with Pearl is give her some distinct character design differences. Actually, I'll open up this frame to kind of give an example. So kind of like we've got 2 transitions here. We go from current Pearl. Etho is a legend, isn't it? He doesn't exist. Indeed. We go from current Pearl to past Pearl. And kind of like how things were at the start and how things are now. And kind of like my whole goal with this was kind of... Thank you, Zim. You good. Beamy's also here. We're fine. I think we're fine so far. Because you never know with these things. I think because like most of the hardcore live series fans are watching vampires right now. Hi Swift, hello my dude. Welcome. I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, I think most like hardcore live series fans are watching the... I gave Pearl big arms. I did. I think that was kind of like... So I was trying to figure things out here, right? And content warning for... Trigger warning for... I'm going to talk a bit about like anorexia and like what being in a bad place can physically do to you, like with what you look like. So just please be careful, my friends. Please, if this isn't a subject that you can really face, I'll probably be done for talking about it in like 15 minutes. If you want to come back to stream in 15 minutes, then do that. Please be safe. Please just, if this doesn't work for you, just please switch off and just make yourself a hot cocoa or a tea and you're good. Yeah, that's totally fine. Mira, please be more safe than be more safe than sorry. Please take care of yourselves, okay? Or mute stream and keep an eye on chat. Sure. That is also a possibility. Please take care of yourself. Again, like the content warnings for this animatic, if I'm just going to open them again, because I thought long and hard about them. I thought, well, what is like worth mentioning, or what would have a worse, like, yeah. But yeah, we do have as always blood, death. Oh, we also have swearing in the animatic. Please take care. Did I say that? Did I do that? Please take care of yourself. Anyway, blood, death, always happening in a live series animatic, but also like disassociation, and like the alluding to the anorexia and the S word. So please take care. Don't hang out if you don't need to, okay? If it's not good for you. But I really wanted to kind of figure out how these couple of weeks of being like on her own and feeling abandoned, what they would do to Pearl, right? And I'm thinking like, so obviously we've kind of got the ooh, hello, back here. I like the idea of kind of like not showing her eyes at this point. Yeah, you go make dinner. Please take care. I really wanted to kind of like show that she's like full of life and quite healthy here. If you like, for instance, as an example, look at her waistline. Is like, there's no gap between her left arm and her waist, but there is here. Okay, there's a different stance, but there's like a significant reduction in the waist. I also wanted to, especially in this frame, focus like on her facial structure and kind of like have her cheeks far more sunken in this frame. And so she's kind of like, again, colourful hair, very wavy as well, and her hair here is all ratted and not as curly as it was. Kind of maybe it's like in a sense, maybe greasy, and that's why it's not as springy and voluminous there, meaning that she's not really taking care of herself. And yeah, the sunken eyes, the yeah, please take care, and like the sunken in cheeks. And so yeah, she took a powder snow bath. So just kind of like alluding to those changes in character design, and how can I still make this still look like the same character, but still like show that there's been a significant change and there's like a shift in tone in those 2 weeks, right? More than 2 weeks, like 5 weeks. How long was Double Life? Just as a kind of like that kind of thing. Angry Pearl looks good. And so and what I also did is, if you look at the way the line art is on this frame, and like these pearls in the past, it's pretty clean, right? Especially this pearl. You've got like single lines. I mean, it's clean for me. There's people who do much cleaner line art than me. I did a great job in achieving this. Thank you, because this is something I wanted to focus on. I always focus on something. Hi, Demoreel. I like Demoreel. Thank you for the follow, my dude. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. Welcome. But also with the line art, I wanted to make this like a lot cleaner. And then when we had Pearl at this time, is the line art gets messier around her hair, around her clothes. And to me, that's kind of like trying to signify kind of a dissociative state that she's in, and like not really understanding how, not really loving the world too much. And if I were to kind of like, and so this is a lot like scratchier than this frame, because this frame is in a sense a little bit cleaner, because she sees Scott and sees kind of like the hope that he might have for her. And you see Scott here, his line art's very clean because he's not been in the same state that Pearl has. I hope this comes across. I hope this is visible, because it's like, it's obviously I'm the artist, so it's kind of like, why are pupils white in that frame? So, oh, did I not continue drawing Pearl's pupils white? I did them there. Didn't really do it there. Oh, I didn't do it there. Oh, she didn't have pupils there. Pearl. Oh no, but that makes narrative sense. So what I did in Double Life, hold on. So what I've done is like a very subtle detail in the past, and I think for Secret Life I kind of forgot that I did that, and I didn't really do it for Secret Life. But in Double Life, for Pearl's frames in Double Life, like as soon so you see here her pupils are normal here, right? Normal color, normal. But as soon as she's going like crazy, we've kind of got the scratchy white pupils. And so as soon as like the characters go crazy, I do have that kind of like, her pupils are white throughout of Double Life. And I've had that in other animatics as well, so you see them like scratchy here as well. I can't remember where else. For some reason, I feel like I've done it with Grian before. Where have I done it with Grian? Let me look at Grian's character references. I've got in my brain that I've done it with Grian, and I don't know why. Oh, yeah, here we go. I know why. No, not Boogie. Boogie's purple. I did it here, where he, dripstones his buddy. And that's also kind of like a bit of a dissociative state. So it's kind of like, that's kind of, for me, and obviously the ghosts have white pupils because they don't exist anymore, they're dead. But like, yeah, I think that's what I've done with Grian there. But that's kind of like, that's something that a detail that I've had for a while, and haven't for a while really, I just got a DM from Afterlaw, who's I just got a DM from Law, who's one of Cam's mods, going, I need to pay for their therapy. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like where the white pupils come from. And actually, if I completely and this is like, I didn't do this for Secret Life because I forgot that I do that. And I actually forgot that I do that in this frame as well, further along in the animatic. But actually, it makes a lot more sense because like now that Pearl's no longer soulbound to Scott, she doesn't need him anymore. He's gone. Because in this one, in this interpretation, Scott explodes himself and Pearl lives on as a winner. Pearl kind of like watches the sunrise with Tilly's collar. But they're no longer white there because she's no longer in that kind of state, I guess. But then again, seeing your soulmate explode in front of you is also not great. Anyway, she's free, yeah. Yeah, I guess you can interpret it like that. But yeah, kind of like the scraggly hair and her, I think this might be a good frame to kind of show it as. Although I didn't do a great job here because Scott's outfit is a little bit scraggly. But I tried to get Pearl's line art to be messier than Scott's here. I think I did it better in other frames. But that's kind of like, that was my idea. Is that this one's quite scraggly and scrapey. Even if you see this frame, right, you've got the silhouettes, right? So you've got Scott's silhouette here, and it's opaque. There's like flat areas where the silhouette is, but here you look over to Pearl, and you can kind of like see gaps in the silhouette where it's a little more scrapey and kind of like less refined, and that's also on purpose for that kind of thing. And so that's kind of like the character design, like little details that I really wanted to bring into this one. I really wanted to challenge myself with that, like of having like, this Pearl is full of life. She's got springy hair. She's got big eyes, like full cheeks, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, I think we can finish talking about that stuff. But that's kind of like, that was what I wanted to really challenge myself with this animatic for. Because I always like to challenge myself. I really want to challenge myself for every animatic that I do. And so character design was something that I really wanted to focus on this time. Welcome back, Mira. Again, sorry that I started talking about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it was kind of like something that I wanted to, character design wise, challenge myself with. And yeah, because I've got an animatic where I've just got like 2 or 3 characters that I'm drawing, I wanted to keep that consistency, and it was really fun. Because it's not something that I've done before, because in other animatics it's like you're moving from character to character to character to character to character. Important to spread information about it. That is the case. Hands are so good, thank you! I tried so hard! The hands I tried so hard! Well, yeah. I did like hand studies for a month, and ever since then, like, I found hands a lot easier, but every now and again I do still need to get reference pictures. As an example for reference pictures, I've got this I've got this hand here. This is my hand. That's my hand. I traced it with my hand. Because it was like, because I was like holding it in front of me going like, I don't know exactly what I want. And so I literally just held out my hand in front of me, took a picture of it, and I was like, you know what, that's nice. I was just going hand reveal. Oh, I've done a hand reveal before. Yeah, so yeah. It's just like explosions behind Tango in another animatic. Oh, you mean Tango Go Boom? Tango Go Boom! Tango Go Boom! Where is it? Tango Go Boom! Boom! Tango, where the flip? Oh, Tango's there. Where are you, Tango? Is it really that similar? No, I don't think so. It's just the way I draw. It's just the way I draw explosions. In fact, this one has less detail. Is me drawing the explosion in the VODs? No. But I can at some point do like an explanation on how I do these kinds of explosions. It's different every time. And honestly, the way I do explosions is super inspired by late August. who was an animator from the Dream SMP. Don't think they make anything else anymore. Late August. I wonder, can I mute? I really want to mute audio. What would be good? Quite. Dude, I can't remember what things had explosions in them. Oh, there it is. So, this kind of explosion, they've done fantastic Dream SMP animatics. Even if you don't know the Dream SMP, Late August, look at them. They've inspired my art so much over the years. Even though they just in the course of like a year, posted a bunch of Dream SMP animatics and then disappeared from the internet. But like, this is like where my original inspiration for explosions comes from. And this is like literally what I referenced the first time that I did explosions. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there was such a good animatic of Go Over the Garden Wall. I love that song, by the way. I love that song. I have an animatic idea for that song. Meet Me in the Woods. One of my favorite songs. That song is on my ukulele interlude playlist, and I haven't had a chance to play it yet. So guys, tip for the next ukulele interlude. I'd love to play it. That's the only thing about Over the Garden Wall I've ever seen. So I should probably watch the series, maybe. Anyway. Would I like it now? It's been a hot minute since I practiced it. We could have it now. But it's been a hot minute since I practiced it, so it might be a bit of stumbling first. You just use all your bones on hydrate. I love how you guys like make me hydrate so much in one go, and then I get no more hydrates all stream. Like, how dare you? I'm gonna hydrate now. How dare. But yeah, Meet Me in the Woods is one of my favorite songs. I love it. Like every time. Thank you, Nini. That is a nice use of a hydrate. Just one little tip so I can drink something. Use your points on trains. Oh, we've had that for so long. And Stretch, thanks. Finally, people take care of their streamer. I feel taken care of for once. But I can do a quick I won't do it right now, but like remind me another stream when we do like a doodle stream or something, and I can do a quick show on how I do these explosions. You want a drink? Anybody got a drink? Ba-da-ba-da. Everybody likes trains. Choo-choo. I should really hydrate again. Get a little ice ASMR in there. Do you hear that ice? Or the ice ASMR? That was a Hadestown reference. Think I should show some speed paint. Actually, yeah, I could show a speed paint roll of the guy. Tell you what, I'll speed paint this one. There we go. I think actually, ooh, hold up. I quickly need to check before I do that in case there's any like photos in there. Because I always forget to insert pictures as private pictures. And very often I just halve my screen. I think we're good. Pardon me. Sunflowers, poppies, and lilacs. It's sunflowers, poppies, and lavender. So, fun fact, completely separate from the Life series, my favorite flowers are sunflowers, poppies, and lavender. So, funnily, and lavender looks a lot like lilac. So, this is not influenced by the Life series. This is just me, and that's why they're in there, because they're my favorite poppies. And they remind me of 3 of my favorite people in the world, so that's why I have those in there, and that's why they mean a lot to me. Those flowers. Daisies are also great. So to add another flower, it would be daisies. Didn't know I could draw that fast. Yeah, exactly. I'm so talented. I like also chatting and reading chat as well. So this little guy, this little pose here, is the Peter Griffin death pose. as you can probably tell. And honestly, I was quite lost in like how am I going to draw 4 people being dead in different poses? It's like these guys wrecked me with positioning and perspective, and I hated it so much. But you kind of run out of death poses. It's like I've at this point run out of drawing people falling off of things, like having different poses for people falling off of things or people dying, because I procrastinate, Sam. And so, yeah, I was a bit of a loss at how to draw these. And then TwitchCon happened. TwitchCon Rotterdam. And I get to meet a certain in the Littlewood. Pardon me. I get to meet a certain in the Littlewood. And I tell him, like, look, yeah, I'm working on an animatic. I'm afraid you're not really a part of it, though. The only frame that you're in there is a frame where you're dead. And he's like, that's great. Draw me in the Peter Griffin death pose. And I'm like, you got it. So I wonder if he reacts to this. And if he does react to this, then I wonder if he recognizes that. So tell Martin to react to it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is for Martin. This is for the guy. Send the army. Don't send the army. Please don't annoy him. The last thing I want. Please don't annoy him. It's a joke. So you see that flashing at the end of the video? Is that's me kind of like converting all the layers for the editing program. The animatics, send the army respectfully. 600 men. Oh my gosh. We do almost have 600 people on the Discord. At this point, I could I mean, obviously it's not 600 men, it's 600 men and women and everybody else. But like, I could start being like the 600 men. Almost. The Draw This In Your Style had so many new people coming to the thing. Under my command. It always goes back to Epic, of course. 600 peoples. No, it has to be peeps. It has to be peeps. 600 peeps. 600 peeps under my command. With only one goal in mind. Send the animatic to the content creators. 600 peeps. 600 people who love the art. I don't know. Spam under my command. Don't spam the comments. It's a little bit dangerous, man. For the first time you're actually getting these references. Oh yeah, you watched Epic. I love how like a lot of people from the Ever SMP have recently, from the Everin community, be me at some point when like let's set aside a time in Christmas break where you and I sit down and any other Everin mod who wants to join and we are watching. You're gonna die for my wife and home, yeah. My wife and son. My wife, who's my wife? I don't know. I don't even know what to like compare to. My son, the Void IB. Die for my son. On the train to uni, nice. I have a whole playlist of my favorite animatics from it. I'm married to the grind. Not really. I think I'd get animatics out there a lot quicker if I were married to the grind, if I'm gonna be honest. Discovered Epic from No Longer You. Oh wow. Channel. Married to the animatic. I don't know. I don't know. My son, the hydrate bottle, creaky mind. No, my son, the Void IB. The Void IB is my son. 600 men. 600 men under my command. So I think that's all I wanted to say for this frame. I enjoyed the colours. I've got to say, this animatic has like a lot of purpley bluey backgrounds. I'm a bit bored of like a Dark Knight. Sorry, Batman. I'm like Yeah, next animatic is going to be a lot more in this vibe, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do next, actually. I think I'm actually going to take a break in making animatics because I need to do stuff for my parents' birthday. They've both got like a very special birthday coming up, and I haven't done anything art-wise, and I have an idea. It's going to take a long time. So, I'm going to be working on that for the next while when it comes to like art in private. But also, welcome back, Worth Girl. Enjoy the food. We have stopped talking about subjects. And so, yeah, I need to do art first. I need to do private art. Yeah. You're really late. You have an excuse. Yes, you're sewing your pony shoes that are pretty much dying after 3 months. Wonderful. Then I go ahead and birthday. Indeed. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, we've got the Draw This in Your Style coming as well. I have a couple of ideas. I mean, hold on. Let me just quickly triple check how long our playlist is. How many songs? Open the right playlist. Where is it? Been a hot minute since I listened to that playlist, actually. Where's that playlist? I won't say the name. Okay. It's got a weird name. How many songs does it say? It doesn't say how many songs are on it, but it's 8 hours and 4 minutes long. So, that's how long the playlist is of, I'll say 2 to 5 minute songs. Yes. Oh, dudes, for the animating bit, don't do it like I do it. Don't animate it. Don't animate like I animate. Seriously, because, like, you know what I do? Is I do it here. Oh yeah, also I drew this a lot bigger than it was in the animatic, and the animatic was this big. I did a whole face. Didn't do an eye, I did a whole face. But yeah, yeah. I literally then just export. I export it as PNG files if you go down to the shared layers section as PNG files. And then I insert them one by one into the editing program. I put like their single images, I put them in, shorten them to like 2 frames. Next one in, shorten to 2 frames. Next one in, shorten to 2 frames. It takes so long. I've not found a better way to do this. If anyone knows. No image sequence. Image sequences are crap quality. They are such terrible quality, or you can't do a PNG image where you've got a moving background. I know Procreate has an animation-specific software now. I don't understand Procreate Dreams. I actually tried to import these drawings over to Procreate Dreams and export it there, and I couldn't get it to work. So this is still how I do it. And I kind of go a bit crazy when I have to... I'm sorry, I think I got a little bit crazy. I go crazy whenever I animate something. And like, every time, I'm like, never again. I'm never animating anything again. But then I get a stupid idea of like, oh, what if in this section Pearl was dissociating, and then we had the final words of Scott, what are you doing? 20 death to us part Pearl. Scott, what are you doing? And then she runs up that hill, because that would be a funny haha reference to an animatic that I made. How many frames was that? This one was 30 frames. Scott, I think, was 40. Or 39. Yeah, 39 frames. The running, I can't remember. Dude, I did the running yesterday. I did this running sequence yesterday. And I did the hand yesterday. Because, like, I hadn't planned this. I had just planned... Oh, this was a whole section. I'll talk about this in a bit. I'll talk about this in a bit, but... Oh my gosh. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Anyway, we have a Pearl with a sword in hand. That was fun to draw. This was really quick to draw, actually. This was insanely fast. Let me just quickly see if I have anything silly in here. Yep. Nothing silly. Boop. So I wasn't sure how to do a lot of these kind of like positions of these frames. I will say, how do I keep the motivation to do that? This kind of animations are so painful. I don't know, Birdie. I'm just crazy. The mods heard the pain yesterday. Yep. Yeah. My goal was to finish editing on Friday evening. And then I realized I need to do some more animating. And it was like 11 p.m. and I had work yesterday, so I was like, I'm going to bed and I'm animating after work next day. But yeah, I had trouble with like pacing. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever had trouble with pacing in an animatic before, but then again, I do just like jump from scene to scene to scene to scene instead of like digging into one scene. So that was actually quite a unique challenge that I tried to overcome with this animatic. I'm not like massively satisfied with the way that I did all the pacing. I think it could have been like, it always could have been better. But like I think we did okay. I think we were all right. But I didn't find it particularly easy trying to figure out when what happens, because I wanted to do too much. I wanted to do too much in like one go. And it's just I had to narrow it down quite a bit. And it's also kind of like, how often do you change frame to be able to tell this story? I also tried a different position there, but I couldn't figure out this pose. Because also where she puts her sword down. Because like there's no frame where she puts the sword down. She suddenly got a sword and then she doesn't. So it's just kind of like trying to explain those story beats that don't get explained in the end. Always had the headcanon that Pearl was super buff because she's so hardworking and really good at PvP. That's fair. Well, so the thing is, right, I have something against drawing women with tiny waists. I just like, it's just because it's not a beauty standard I fit into. It's not a beauty standard most women fit into. So I really kind of want to draw women with more realistic proportions to me. Like the way that I actually see women, I could definitely be more diverse for sure. I could be so much more diverse in body proportions. And when it comes to original characters, I'm gonna try my hand at that, obviously. But here's my thought process of these guys are in a death game. They need to be physical. They need to be strong. They need to be able to wield a weapon, because like otherwise you're not going to be doing well. And so that's why kind of like yes, they're strong, because like look, I draw Scar with quite the broad torso. I draw Skiz and B-dubs with kind of muscular arms. But like I'm asexual, okay? I have no interest in designing these characters in any kind of sexual manner, and that's the same that like my brain goes to OCs. It's just that's how they are, that's how their bodies are. And like obviously be incredibly weird for me to draw these content creators in a sexual manner. And so I just don't want to like yeah, I don't want to have like really skinny ladies like you see in Hollywood. It's just like I'm not here to draw people for any kind of male gaze or any kind of sexualized things. So it's like I'm just here to draw people the way people look. And so like it's rainbows. Got PC. How distraught I was when you found out till it was dead in the frame after a solid half. Thinking of sleeping that stream. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, Tilly's gone. So Hydra, I'm so sorry. And so yeah, these guys, like men, women, and others alike in this game are under so much physical exertion, so they're going to be fit. So there's not going to be anyone who's morbidly obese in here, in this animatic. Is that politically correct? I have no idea. I do apologize if it isn't. I realized that probably isn't very correct, but you guys know what I mean. Because they're very physically active. They're running about, they're murdering, they're gathering stuff. They don't have like they don't have any kind of like unhealthy diets, I'm assuming. So they're going to be fit. But they also don't need to be skinny little twigs. The way especially women are very often presented in media. And it's just like, it's because that's also like completely unhealthy for me as well, because the way my body is built is I'm never going to be a skinny little twig. And every time that I have tried to like think about like dieting or doing exercise for a certain way to like quote unquote improve my body, it's just gone the other way. I felt terrible about myself, and then I've gained weight because I felt terrible about myself. So it's just like, it's not a healthy mindset to draw incredibly skinny people. So it's not healthy for me. I'm sure it's not healthy for a lot of people watching. And so, like, just draw natural bodies. Just draw people. Right? There are people on the bigger side that have muscle. You better drawing Cleo would have 100% been plus size. Buff everyone Arcwen. Buff everyone Arcwen. What, me going to the gym or drawing myself buff? Or what we're talking here? I hate the gym. The gym is like probably one of the worst places that I could imagine myself being in. If I'm doing sport, I'm doing it through dancing or through ball games or racket games. Either. When I have more time. Honestly, I don't have a lot of time with uni. I should do more sport. My sport is work. It's when I go to work or when I walk up to uni. Currently, I want to do more dancing. I want to do salsa and tango. And I would love to get into swimming again. But I'm allergic to chlorine, so swimming's difficult. Working at that risk for sure. But anyway, tango. Oh yeah, tango Argentino with kicks and flips. Yeah, I'm allergic to chlorine water, so that makes things difficult. I'm thinking I kind of want to condition my body to not be allergic because I love swimming. Yeah. Yeah, that's also kind of like my idea. That's also kind of my idea, Zim. That's kind of like what I wanted to do. And I think like I'm not very good at doing like that feminine style, or maybe it's also a case of like, I don't care what these people's genders are. Buff everyone out would be awesome though. The thing is, mate, like buff is often sexualized. And so it makes me like, if you want buff, look, I've drawn Scar shirtless before, okay? Buff is often sexualized, and that makes me personally uncomfortable because I'm sex adverse asexual and I just really don't care for that kind of thing. And I just don't like the idea of other people kind of looking at my drawings that way. So, this is what you get from me, okay? This is what you get. You get a topless Scar. Have I done Scar topless otherwise? I think Scar is one of the buffest that I've drawn just because like his outfits are kind of like a bit scantily. But yeah. I think I've drawn Scar topless otherwise. Oh flip, yeah, the designs. Yeah, Scar is Scar. Like if I weren't giving him like, Scar completely plays into this character. So that's why Scar is kind of the exception. But yeah, like I said, I don't draw these characters thinking about their body types or thinking about their genders. I draw these characters thinking, it's okay, Shining. It's okay. I draw these characters thinking like, well, what would these what is the world that these characters live in? Is their play style kind of more nimble? Or are they kind of like more of a heavy hitter? That's why I kind of like draw, I think Etho and B-dubs again are very good examples of this. Etho's a little bit more lean. more recent image of Ether. Although I think I drew Ether relatively buff in Secret Life, to be fair. Green's a lot more lean. I think I put Ether on his training arc here. So, because he's washed. But like in earlier drawings, I'm just trying to figure it out. I had it in my brain that Ether was more lean, but I'm looking back and I don't think I've done that very well. To be fair, yeah, quiet Minecraft style. But let's maybe look at B-dubs. B-dubs is like a bit more of an example. Mr. Where are my drawings? Mr. I've got my muscles on show. Because I've got a crop top on. Yeah. And Impulse is like, is very friend-shaped. So, like, Impulse, I think I do draw him a little rounder. But, like, still strong, right? Sam draws the most buff characters. That got me. Guys, in case you don't know, let's see, do I have a Sam drawing here on... Oh, my Photos app is unhappy. I have a Sam drawing. Sam draws the most buff characters. I mean, look at these characters. Look at how buff. So buff. You could not get buffer. They're a full pixel wide. Me dying is the most pleasant sound you heard all day. Okay. So buff. That's why it was such a good comment. Dad in the series. Daddy's body type. Yeah. But like, again, they're physically active, so I don't think they'll have a beer belly. Yeah, it's not something that I think a huge amount about. If I were to take Cleo as an example. So like, I draw Cleo relatively like sunken faced, skinny. I think Cleo is actually the most skinny person that I draw. Thank you so much for the follow, ZG1 Pato. I'll call you Pato, my dude. Hello, my dude. I appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you here. Power lifters to shame right there. So I think Cleo is the skinniest person I draw. Maybe Cleo and Green is also pretty skinny. But that's basically because my headcanon is that she's zombie, so she rot away. They're zombies, so they rot away. Hi, Blue Jay. Hello. What do you miss besides the animatic? A few things. A few things. We've just been talking about how buff Sam draws his characters. But I must say I love the plus size Cleo designs. I think they're so cool. I adore them. Like the only reason I don't do plus size Cleo is because I started out drawing my Cleos where like half their bones were showing. So like literally when I started drawing Cleo, they didn't have a waistline. There was just ribs and vertebrae. So that's kind of like, I think, why I draw Cleo as skinny as they do. But yeah, what we're currently talking about is like my thoughts on making characters like overly skinny, like, you know, to fit the Hollywood style, or making like traditionally male characters very buff. What are her organs? She has none. They have none. I'm sorry. I need to rethink my brain for Cleo. I do apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just been the years of imprinting those pronouns on them, and now I need to rethink. Anyway, Cleo stayed the same. Imagine how it would look, how much it would look. Pearl in early past life. Oh, the goth. Buff lifer art we got. Whose art was that? I haven't seen that art. Bye, work, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Thanks for hanging out. But I think that's kind of like the most, yeah. But I really don't think that far into that kind of thing. It's just like I draw Cleo as slightly malnourished because they are a zombie. So yeah. Captain Kitty? I haven't heard of Captain Kitty. I think I draw Tango pretty skinny, actually. I think I draw Tango pretty skinny because my headcanon, he's tall and a little bit pathetic. Which is kind of accurate to his life stuff. But, I don't know. Like, I don't really actively think when I'm drawing a character like, oh, gotta remember to draw this character skinny, or oh, gotta remember to draw this character buff. I don't think about that. I just think about like, right, so it's Tango, so we gotta do a bit of fire hair because we love our fire hair. Let's make it burn. And they've got a bit more of an angular design, so let's use more straight lines. I mean, to be fair, Tango isn't actually tall in real life. It's just my headcanon that Tango is one of the tallest for some reason. I don't know why I made that headcanon. I think he just gives taller energy for some reason. And actually when I did the height references for Double Life, so for the past, I think, yeah, 3 years at this point, over 3 years, I've used the same height chart of characters. And I set that up for Double Life. So this, man, this is an old drawing. This is the height chart for all the characters in the Life series. So we've got B-dubs, we've got Green, Gem and Green about the same height. Then Scott, Martin, Joel, Lizzie. Lizzie's taller than Joel because we love that. Skiz is as tall as Impulse because I was like sat there going like, I can't imagine who would be taller, Skiz or Impulse. And this is like not even thinking about what they look like in real life. So yeah, Tango's all up here like as one of the tallest. Scar is the tallest. Jimmy and Mumbo same height. Buffest and tallest life. I think I draw Joel as pretty buff. I don't know. Half demon. Yeah. But like, Pearl definitely tallest girl out there. Gem shortest girl out there. But it's just like, I literally based this height chart off of vibes. And I've stuck to it ever since. I did actually at some point have Tango as the second tallest. And then I was like, wait, Jimmy being shorter than Tango just doesn't feel right. And so I swapped those two around. It's literally, dude, I only made this height chart for Double Life. So I made like 3 animatics before I considered a height chart. Comment Scar made in that video. Okay, interesting. But so, where's Efo? Efo's here. Efo and Cleo are as tall as each other. Which is funny because this was before they had their big divorce. So, yeah. And I did this purely off vibes. Going like, right, what duos? Because like my brain kind of went to like, okay, what duos do we have? And duos that would like hang out a lot. And what do I want the height differences between those duos to be? So I was like, yeah, Martin and Ren. Ren is taller than Martin in that headcanon. Etho and B-dubs. B-dubs is definitely shorter. Same with Green and Scar. No, I've just dropped some sweets. I wanted to have sweets. I've got some fizzes. Does everyone know what fizzes are? They're lovely. We've got Halloween candy here that we're just having for ourselves. Because candy is so flipping cheap right now. And so we bought Halloween candy. We're not giving it to the kids. We're having it ourselves. Do I have any canon heights? Or is... What, just the difference? I don't have any, like, physical proper heights. For the lifers, it's literally just the height differences. Wish candy was cheap here. To be fair, candy is comparatively very expensive. If you compare it to, like, veg or bread or milk. But, like... You get these massive packs for Halloween, and we just bought a massive pack of fizzes. And they're nice. They're nice to just have a bit of a sugary treat. But yeah. So that's kind of like... It was mainly when I was drawing... Yeah, again, for Double Life, I did that. Ooh, hello. Don't know if there's any drawings in there that you guys shouldn't see. Anything spoilery? Potentially, yeah. It's my sketch bin. So many sketches. So many unfinished sketches in this. Homemade banana bread. Nice. Dude, these fizzes are making my mouth water so bad. Give me a sec. Anyway, yeah. TLDR, I don't think about character body shapes that much. It just kind of happens organically off of vibes. And I definitely don't think about how buff or how lean I can make a character. That's just like, I'm too asexual for that. 50 grams of Haribo. I don't know what 50 grams is. Is that a lot? I have thought about baking a cake today to celebrate animatic stuffs, but I didn't. Oh well. Check with the baker. So I'm like, can I please share with everybody? 50 grams is nothing. Okay, wonderful. 50 grams. I don't know what 50 grams is. That says nothing to me. But I enjoyed doing the soulmate lines here. And I can say soulmate lines. They're called soulmate lines. We don't need a soulmate lines counter anymore. Stealing that quote. Dude, I say that quote all the time. Like, I can't remember what we were talking about. But, like, my friends... I'm doing paleontology at the moment. And we're going through, like, different groups of animals. And we were going through massive mammals of the South American, I want to say Miocene, but I don't know. And for some reason there were these massive skulls of like, how do I explain it? It's a species, like a whole family of animals that are extinct, but they look like rhinoceroses or horses or, you know, that kind of thing. But they're not related to them. They just look like them. They're called like something ungulates, but like they're not ungulates. Anyway, getting very scientific here. My friends were making some really weird sexual jokes about that, and I was just like, dude, I'm too sexual for this. I'm like, I can't. I don't understand it. I don't find it funny. I'm out. Yeah, you got like a skull the size of a rhinoceros skull on the table in front of us, of like some sort of extinct animal. I don't know what they were trying to say. But it's just something that gets forced at you so much through media. And I feel like especially like Minecraft YouTube spaces are a safe space where you don't where you're not like assaulted, I almost wanted to say, but like confronted with that hypersexualized thing that is just so normal in society otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. I like it in that sense because we don't care what these people look like. We don't care if they're beautiful or if they're not, what their body type is. We just think they're cool people because they're nice people. They're nice on the inside. Sometimes we don't even know what they look like. And we don't care. And so, yeah. We only care for angst. Angst! And we've got plenty of that here. Tell you what, drawing this sequence of these 3 drawings was a breath of fresh air. Because at that point, I was a bit done with the darkness. Because I drew like a lot of these frames. Like the darker frames in one go. I think this was the very first frame. We like PG YouTubers who sometimes make weird jokes. Exactly. Exactly. Like Scar. Yep. Hi, Theo. Hello, my dude. Welcome on in. But this was the very first frame that I drew. I'm actually intrigued. When did I start this one? 6th of April 2025. A Mark of Red Tree. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The fellow Fireflies. The Fireflies unite. I miss Everlife. I'm itching to Everlife again. But like, schedules aren't working. I think just to heal my missing of the life of our life series, I might just have to rewatch Everlife. But yeah, this was the very first frame that I drew. Hold on, let me show. Oh, I did this on stream. Did I do this on stream? I feel like I did this on stream. Boop. I don't know why I went different colors. This is like a bunch of duplicated frames. We're kind of like going all through the animatic here. There we go. Here's where this one starts. And it's just kind of like, I want... This frame was all about like... Yeah, because I was telling people like character designs. How to give like different vibes to characters and how eyes are very important. This was on stream. This makes me happy. And like what I think about when I design Pearl. Suddenly drawing digital on a Procreate dupe. Good for you, my dude? I don't quite know. Oh, drawing digital on a Procreate dupe. Oh, okay. If for 3 hours and you draw this in your start frame, you still isn't done, kind of overwhelming. Dude, that is sometimes the case. That is sometimes how it happens. Welcome back, Ham. And you can kind of see, I think Pearl's hair is a bit like too flowy at this point. I think I made it a little straight. Did I? I can't remember. But yeah, this whole frame was like, how much venom can I get behind those eyes? Not done in 10 minutes. Dude, I still haven't done the week 4 frame. It's not finished yet. I still haven't done Pearl. I still haven't done Cleo and Lizzie. I'm gonna try and do it next week. But I think I will first do the Martin and the Ghosts. And then see if I have time for the Pearl and Lizzie. I think you guys can excuse me if I miss like 1 week, right? Because I was working on the animatic to get it posted for you guys this week and last week. You still got a week, my dude, but no pressure whoever doesn't want to do it. Happy with the trees though? Nice. Speaking of trees, I will show the trees next. I think Drawing Guy wanted... You will not be forgiven for your sins. Wonderful, wonderful, Sam. Martin and the Ghost is such a sick band name. Joe and the Scott, Martin and the Ghosts. Alternative name for the Southlanders. We want Scott with some trees. Honestly, guys, I advise you find it very fun to play with when complicated facial expressions. Indeed. Absolutely. These trees were so easy, man. I think I just blacked out and did this background within like not even 20 minutes. I think it took me like 10 minutes to do the background. I'm not joking. This entire drawing took me like, yeah, 1.5 hours this entire drawing took. So it's like, yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I just had to find the right moment to draw these trees. To draw these trees, and I found it, and then I was done like so quickly. I don't know how. I blacked out, okay? It just somehow happened. I don't know what happened. It's just long, stretchy things. I've drawn so many trees in my time. I think it was just a case of like, yeah, I'll just draw a couple lines. And you'll see like how quick the trees are done. Because like all this time that we're spending on the Scott sketch. Stars flying around, yeah. It's a Scott design. It's kind of like this, you know, the stars. But it's been there since like Last Life. I think it was part of his design in Third Life, but I think I drew it in Third Life. But yeah, it was there in Last Life and he hasn't lost it since, you know, in my designs. So yeah, look at how long I've had for Scott. And I was just kind of like tree. Do some line art, do some shading on it, blah, 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 blah. And then just some more lines. Oh yeah, that's why I found a good brush. I found a cool brush. That's why it was so quick. I did the base thing with a cool brush and then just added details on top. And look, they were pretty much done. That's the background. That was it. Bye, Hydra. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Try to it's done. It's only been like an hour. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I've definitely blacked out on this one. I definitely, yeah. Yeah. I think I found it very difficult to get Scott's expressions down here. So I wasn't sure, like, what would his emotions be, like complicated emotions, like shock at seeing Pearl, like devastation at what she's done, but also I wanted to keep it like decidedly neutral at this point because you don't know. Locked in Katie can't hurt you. Locked in Katie doesn't exist. Locked in Katie. Yeah, I don't know. It happened. I think it's because, like, just before I'd drawn a forest with watercolors, and like I for some reason still remembered how to do forests, even if it was a different art form. I never took a picture of that picture, by the way. I should. It's hanging up on my wall. I like it. It's a birch forest with yellow leaves. Pretty. But yeah, this was a very quick frame. This was done in like 20 minutes. I love silhouette frames. They're so quick. But it's Scott and he's running up a hill. Do you get it? Scott's running up a hill. And if I only could. Ay. Because my whole idea, like, this was pacing problems and placing characters in a scene. Laugh track. Exactly. Placing characters in a scene where they're like in the same scene for the whole animatic, apart from like, you know, the minor flashback, really posed a challenge because I had to figure out like, okay, where are the characters placed? Where's Cleo in relation to Pearl? And it's also a case of like, so I've got this opening shot here and it looks like it's flat grass because it's from above, but it's actually like a hill incline. And so you kind of like need to think, okay, at the start, Pearl walks down to Tilly, picks up the thing, maybe walks somewhere else in the meantime. I don't know. So you just don't see Tilly on the floor anymore. At this point, Cleo is up on a hill, but you don't see that in the first frame. Martin, B-Dubs, and Impulse aren't seen anymore. And then Scott emerges from a tree line that just didn't exist here. It's a tree line that's further away. Okay, that's fine. And starts running towards Pearl, who's still like halfway up that hill. And then Pearl thinks like, oh, gonna accept me, and then runs past Pearl. Running further up that hill to Cleo, who's at the top of the hill. And then at that point, because Scott's run further than Pearl. Is that this frame? That's a different one. I've got so many like junk animation gatherings here. At this point, then Pearl runs up the hill herself towards Scott. So they're both running up the hill. They both get their own chance to run up the hill. We'll be running up that road, be running up that hill. Be running. Have you ever? I've never thought about running up that building. What the heck does Kate Bush mean by running up that building? I've never thought about that. Spider-Man. Literally, Kate Bush thinks she's Spider-Man. Is it Kate Bush? It is Kate Bush, right? Spider-Man. Victor Doomy, this is my first impression. However, you mostly joined because you're a fellow artist. Stick around for a while and maybe even drop a follow. So far, I see I'm pretty chill. Don't go bald, please. I'll try not to, my dude. Hello, welcome back. Good to have you here. Is that a hill? I'm going to run up it now. I don't know. Don't know what that's referring to. But yeah. And basically, so I loved like this whole sequence here because there were like frames that kicked my backside, right? I didn't like this frame. I redrew that frame multiple times. This frame was also felt like weird, but like the frame that I feel weirdest about is this frame because it's just like I don't know. Ramps are a very long walk. Okay. It's like your walk to the supermarket in America super long. Good to know. Thanks for the follow, Victor. I appreciate it. But yeah, I really like this sequence here because you got, I love a zoom in on the face. And this is my first time using this brush as line art brush. No, I speak lies. This is a different brush to the normal brush that I use as a line art brush. I can't remember which one it is. This isn't this brush, is it? Because it's smaller? Or is it? I've confused myself. No, it isn't because it's got more holes. What brush am I talking about? Is this brush? So, fun fact, back in the day, I used to do line art to this brush. Thank you, SVP. Natural. I appreciate it. I can read, I promise. This is the brush that I used to do like for my very first animatics. And then for some reason I stopped it, or maybe it wasn't textured enough, or I don't know. And I went to this brush. But if I'm doing like massive stuff, really zoom in, then this brush doesn't, this is like the biggest this brush can go. So that doesn't work, so I need to get a bigger brush. And so I like using this brush. This one's fun, this is what I did the animations in. And if I'm doing like a sketchy style, I like doing it with that. And then this brush. So that was fun to kind of use this brush again. But yeah, it's kind of got that scratchiness and like also the scratchiness with the colors. That's this brush here. Very fun. I enjoyed this frame and also like the reflections in the eyes. Because we love ourselves some eye reflections. We've done them a couple times. Why would people run up hills? It does seem very annoying. It does seem very annoying. But I gotta say I like the framing of this one. Because you've got... And again, I was trying to make this as platonic as possible. Like, how do you mourn your platonic friend that you have like had like a very close connection to? Because like we've got like the kiss on the forehead as like the respectful, but like I'm trying my best like to not allude to anything here. And I hope you read that. Perfect. Thank you. I'm assuming most people will because Scott's gay and I don't actually know Cleo's orientation. But yeah. It's just kind of like they had a really deep connection there. And Pearl is kind of like in the middle of it. Pearl is in the middle of that. Trying to kind of like watching that happen. I don't know if that I don't know. Or like crying over the body. Exactly. I was happy with this framing of like Pearl being like in the middle of them. And kind of like seeing this happen. No face. Expression cold. Oh, my iPad is frozen. But I was proud of that one. I was proud of that framing. And then place Cleo down. I really enjoyed the colors in this. I colored this in last week. Because like, that's how one of the last ones. Pearl is like the biggest third wheeler in this. Absolutely. But yeah, this was a hard frame to do. This was a hard perspective, but I enjoyed the coloring. It's like a different color for once. The orange in Cleo's hair, thank goodness. And then we've got Scott going boom. And this is where Pearl dissociates. This is where Pearl doesn't really see things clearly anymore. And it's kind of like illustrated in kind of like the speaking here. Kaboom. Exactly. Scott go boom. Doesn't have the same ring to it as Tango go boom. Do you guys... I've asked this before. I did not read the responses. I apologize. you go nap, Zim. You go nap. Can you guys see what Pearl's saying here? Let's do the same frame speed as in the animatic. Can you guys see what Pearl be saying? Because I know what's Pearl's saying, but like... Cool. Good to know. It's Scott, what are you doing? And then obviously we've got the iconic... frame saying here. Tango go boom. Who else go boom? Didn't Jimmy go boom? Did Jimmy go boom? Jimmy's fallen into fire. Jimmy's fallen a lot. Yeah, mods. I literally send it to the mods going like, Do you understand what they say? Is it readable? You'd never be able to guess what someone is saying with audio if you don't already know and think. The same goes for most people. Yeah. But you've got like the context of kind of what happened there. Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. Tripping on a shoelace. Lip read each other and guess the epic song we're singing. Nice. That's fun. But basically... Oh, you know what? I'm sad. Oh, dude, I deleted the frames. I must have deleted the frames. So we went through a whole thing here. So we went. Oh no, I think we got it. So in this like riff where Morgan Clay is doing her fantastic voice, does the thing. I had so many ideas of, we've got like the back and forth of, Scott, what are you doing? Till death do us part, Pearl. Till death do us part. Pearl starts running. You've got like this. Oh no, I've even deleted that. You've got a zoom in on her torso of her arms moving back and forth. Then you've got her landing on this rock and then jumping. This is like the jumping animation. I drew out this on stream. I attempted this on stream. We sketched it. And then like the hood falling off of her head. So you can see her hair, and that's why her hair is kind of like her hood's down in these last frames. And so I had all this idea for the animation. And then like this part took over like 80% of that animation. And I was like, oh dang, what do I do now? So yeah, yesterday I just drew this as well. I drew the running, if it wants to start playing. I drew that running up that hill, and I drew like the creation of the hand that then leads to the explosion. Have I missed something? Literally the most recent message I see is me going, as well as B-Dub's leprosy. What I missed? Not the polities, Jimmy. The bad boy in the sky, don't put him in the sky, fall out of it. Indeed. Probably your favourite series of quotes from the live series. Yeah, it's very good indeed. Why does P-Dubs have leprosy? Did I miss something? I know he's got a horse called leprosy, but like, why does P-Dubs himself have it? I don't know. Okay. Let's watch the animation of... I've seen the clip. Is that all that we're going for? Okay. Is that all that we're referencing? Okay, I've seen the clip. In that case. Let's watch the time-lapse replay of this. Let me see if there's anything in here. Oh, hold up. Did I not trace? I thought I traced. I didn't trace. I thought I traced the hand. I didn't. But I definitely used my hand as a reference. I have a reference picture. Oh, there's literally a reference picture of my nana's. Because I was at my nana's at the time. I was visiting my nana. This was in July. Reference picture of my hand. Where have you gone? You have a reference picture of my hand and my knees because I have the best drawing position in the world. There we go. I'm at my nana's place and I am drawing my hand. That was a reference picture. Anyway, you want to see the explosion? I think I did the explosion kneecap reveal. Yeah, I don't think I've seen much. I've shown my kneecap before, I guess. Although I guess in pictures of TwitchCon you might... Yeah, okay. It was throughout the whole series. I didn't watch B-Dubs' perspective of a past life, I gotta be honest. I didn't watch the Cabin Boys. So I might have missed something there. Even some light to outline the explosion, yes. And obviously the snapping of the soulmate thread. It's just basically a case of really doing like making round shapes and kind of drawing round shapes in those round shapes and then drawing some flyaways like we do here. That's how That's how we do that. This is an explosion that I did of this same frame. I did a redraw of that same frame, but I never finished it and I never posted it. And then bloom. And then bloom. Every episode was like a quarter of the server got together for improv class. And oh, the improv class leprosy. Okay, yeah. Why did I forget that? Why did I forget the improv class? Yep, sure. I feel like I've just forgotten most of past life. I think it came at a time where I wasn't really in the mindset of watching a live series because I had so much else going on. So I didn't really appreciate past life as much as I could have, I think. That's in the past. Past life in the past. Indeed. So yeah, that was that frame. But yeah. Boop, boop. And then we've got these final ones. And we've got like on the right here, you've got like ashes that Pearl's sticking her hand into from the explosion. So yeah. Only watched one POV for past life. I watched like, I think I completely watched Martin's POV through, and then I like popped onto other POVs every couple weeks, like different POVs. So obviously when it was like the Secret Society, I watched Etho. Yeah, I watched different POVs here and there. I watched Pearl's final POV, bless. But yeah, I didn't watch Jimmy being the man, and still need to watch that. Jimmy popping off. I didn't watch that. 7 POVs. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't quite feel past life as much. And maybe that's just because maybe I'm moving on. I don't know. So there we go. There's the animatic. There's the animatic that we have shared. Any questions to the animatic? Because I don't know if there's anything else that I have to say about it. Because otherwise I'm happy to go through like a trip down memory lane. And like look back at past animatics that we've done. Could I speed paint the one with Pearl kneeling the camera? Sure. Like one of the final ones, right? Yeah, that's not got anything weird in it. There's the hand. Green Gem and Scar. Started watching Cleo and you think Pearl but never finished their perspectives. I think I just wasn't really ready for a live series at that point. Because there was so much else going on, I didn't really have time to watch it. When did it come out? Was it summer? You got to study here. Bum bum. It was like a really good series. It was a really good series. Like I see all the memes and all the stories about it afterwards, and mid-July, yeah, I was traveling. I was traveling in that case. I didn't have time. Boop. I'm gonna do my best to be more engaged with the next live series. But speaking of live series. I mean, we've been speaking of live series the whole time. I kind of want to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot recently. And it's because, like, I keep getting comments about it. Yeah, yeah. For once per week. How does the script for the animatic correlate with how it turned out? Yeah, let's talk about that. Hi, Moonberry. I'll get back to my thoughts on the live series, my more recent thoughts on the live series in a bit. Let's talk about how things. I can open up my notes for the. There we go. There it is. Hope that's good drawing, guy. Let's see. Where are my notes for the animatic? Let's open that in a new window. Oh yeah! What I've also got here is I've got the time that it took me. The time that it took me. Dude, the streams of making this animatic added up to 26.5 hours. Can you believe that? I streamed 26.5 hours of me working on this animatic. Okay, we weren't hugely productive in those times. as always. But yes, quote unquote small animatic. Oh, 205. No, that's the dot. Don't forget the dot. Sounds about right. Posture check. Oh yeah, thank you. I sit up straight. That means I need to move my microphone again though. Sorry, screech. I need to find some WD-40. So there we go. 28 frames in total. It's my progress bar that I always... very important dot. My progress bar that I always fiddle around with. But let's have a look. Let's see how stuff went. Man, this was only 2 pages long. I'm used to these animatics being so much longer, so many more pages of notes. Let's see. So, please prove I'm right. Pearl walking over bloody grass. Oh, okay. Empty expression passing corpses. That's a lot to put in one frame. That was just one frame. Watch the rest of the WOD later. Absolutely tragic and animatic. Yes, that was the goal. That was the goal. Lol, total hours. Yes, I did. Bye, drawing guy. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. So freaking inspired. That's awesome to hear. Thank you. And drawing guy, I work literally like Sunday afternoons is my only free time, or like in the evenings between 7 and 10 p.m. So doesn't mean that you have to work on that kind of thing every free minute you have, but just as a reference, I did most of it animatic with that kind of mic peaking a bit. Is it? I hope not. Is it peaking? Oh, now I'm very self-conscious. You made me very self-conscious. I am moving back and forth a bit, so it might be my chair squeaking in the background. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need to be inspired for it for sure. Like, you can't make something you're not inspired for, but it's possible to make the time. It's always possible to make the time. I draw on the train. Half of Scott's animation was done on the train. But anyway. See you in a bit, Eamon. And bye, drawing guy. See ya. But yeah, that's not me putting pressure on anyone to be like, you have to draw in every... Nein! Du musst in jeder Minute... Ich habe nicht einmal einen Timer. Oh, drawing guy, du bist gemein. 2 Sekunden. So. Ich habe den ganzen Tag nicht auf mein Handy geschaut. Das ist vielleicht nicht super. Timer, 1 Minute. Oder sagen wir mal 45 Sekunden. Ich glaube, ich rede schon seit mehr als 15 Sekunden. Also reden wir mal ein bisschen Deutsch. Oh no, ich habe 45 Minuten gestellt. Das ist vielleicht nicht eine super tolle Idee. 45 Sekunden, 30 Sekunden sagen wir mal. Nein, oh Scheibe. Leute, ich bin komplett unfähig. Also. Ich kann meinen Timer nicht stellen. Das ist super. Du hast Deutsch verpasst. Absolut. So ist es. Ja, ich spreche jetzt Deutsch. Bimi, das ist nicht nett. Und ich glaube, das ist nicht möglich. Du hast eine Übersetzung, du hast eine Live-Übersetzung. Cool. And that's the 1 minute of German. There we go. I think there's actually a what's it called? My brain's blanking. You're supposed to understand this. I speak quickly, so don't worry if you don't. I zoom past the speakage. Yes, you speak fluent German, Sam. What did I say? And I didn't say anything offensive. If Sam starts saying offensive stuff, I'm not. Yes, no. You do understand it. Oh, Julie. MVP here. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I do. So fluent, so talented, indeed. Oh, yeah. I can understand a bit of Dutch. Dutch is kind of like it feels like a strange Swiss German accent or Swiss German dialect sometimes. It's interesting. I've been able to have conversations with Koning, who's also Dutch, where Koning's speaking Dutch and I'm speaking German. Ich spreche Deutsch. Okay. I find it harder to read. So this is what I'm going to assume Mira is saying. Really true, wow. I speak... I don't know what dus means. I speak German or Dutch okay with a dialect. But yeah. I don't know. I find reading harder. I can kind of like get the gist. I don't understand every single word, but we can get the gist. And so yeah, Koning and I can have conversations sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's fun. Anyway, please prove I'm right. I wanted to do a lot in that frame. But I remember actually saying, like, that's too much to do in the first frame because you need to... You only speak Aussie, do you? Terrible Aussie accent, ignore me. And so I said that I need to kind of, like, introduce people to the animatic with just one long frame. So that's why I decided there. With Sol, Pearl in a moment of calm after brutal battle takes a moment to mourn Tilly. Yeah, that's kind of what we had. That's a bit more of a vague description we have at the edge there. It's like, wow, you understand it. You also speak a dialect, but yes. Oh, but yes is your stop word. Ah. Okay, because I was like... Wow. Oh, you understand it. Speak like a dialect. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Melton. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the heart wreckage. So yeah, we're mourning Tilly. Please don't bring me to tears when I... Yeah, takes collar in hand. We see the red soulmate bond. Oh, I didn't add that. Interesting. Who needs touch when you can speak French? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Heartbreak is one thing. Yeah, so cut to green soulmate bond. Oh, so if we'd have had the red soulmate bond, that would have been so cool. Oh, I didn't look back at my notes. That would have been a cool detail. Hand reaching out to Scott, who's leaving her. Flashback to the beginning of Double Life where Scott abandons her. Pearl lonely in her tower. Watching the happy world. Maybe sneak ranchers. I was going to sneak ranchers into there. Oh man, I wanted to do so much. I wanted to do so much, but I didn't. And that's good that I didn't do too much because, like, you need to be conscious of what your viewers are going to be able to understand through drawings. And if you want to tell, like, a more cohesive story, then that doesn't look. Scott arrives, looking towards Pearl emotionally. Back to the end of Double Life, Pearl looks up to see Scott. Scott starts running towards Pearl, and then Scott runs. Oh, interesting. So this was a lot further. Pearl smiles, preparing for a hug. Now he surely will accept me as a soulmate. Oh, no, this wasn't longer. Okay, no. And then we've got the loud climactic, please. Scott runs past her. Lands at Cleo's side, cradling his lost friend. See Cleo flower in Scott's hair? That would have been such a cute detail as well. Dudes, I need to go back to my notes more often. That would have been so adorable. Did I pose Martin like Peter Griffin on purpose? I did, Melton. Fun story, Melton. I met Martin at TwitchCon Rotterdam, and I told him I was doing an animatic, and I told him I was drawing him, but only dead. And so Martin personally said to me, he requested I draw him in a Peter Griffin death pose. So, you know. What did they mouth at the end? Pearl says, Scott, what are you doing? And Scott says, Tilly death do us part, Pearl. So yeah, the request was from Martin himself. Which is very Martin to do. And now we just need Martin to react to it so that he can see that comment. I wonder if he'd remember. I wonder if he would. Anyway, ultimate betrayal on Pearl's phrase and Pearl's face, tears running from her eyes. That makes sense. Yeah. Heartbreak is one thing. Oh, Scott looks over at Pearl, looks back to Cleo. Interesting. Ego's another. Looks back at Cleo one last time, stands up, pulls out TNT. Interesting. Didn't have that. Martin respect, indeed. Yeah, the actual thing they say, indeed. Beg you, embarrass me, mother. And then, Pearl realizes what he's doing, starts sprinting towards him, arrives just too late. Bright flash, Scott dead, Pearl lands on Ash. Cleo flower? Oh, I should have done the Cleo flower. It would have been so good. I want to take, guys, can I take it back and draw some Cleo flowers? Can I post it tomorrow? Is that... Why didn't I do... I need to look at my notes more often. This is a sign to me to look at my notes. Pearl gets up, looks in the distance, realizing she's won at a cost. Yep. Do it, I dare you. Repost. Repost, because Cleo flower. Bye, Julie. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Oh, but guys. Oh, but guys. It has been a journey. 4 years of making live series animatics. And it started, I wonder, do I have the notes for the very first one? Did I do it back then? Ooh, who are you really? Oh, I do. Look at this. Dudes. Oh, I used to be so much more organized. Look at the notes. This is the notes for Who Are You Really? Third Life. Why did I name it Third Life? I think I was like, it's Third Life Season 2. Oh man. I've always done notes like this where I've copied in the things. Oh, and I did so fewer. I used to have so many more colors. But I've always gone from blue to red, from blue to red. Interesting. Wow, I really planned this one out. Oh, I never finished the I never finished the thing. Oh, and I also wrote down who's where. How many times people appear. And Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Man, did I not do an Everybody Wants to Rule the World group? I guess not. Maybe not. 4-year-old notes, yeah. I love, can we appreciate the dun dun dun? That's the intro where it goes doodle doodle dun 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 doodle doodle dun dun dun. Like right at the end. That is spacious, yeah. Oh, we love it. Good Notes is what I'm drawing on, and Air Server is what I use to stream. Don't know what those notes are, but yeah. So we have Grian, Mumbo and Impulse, and Martin and Jimmy. So those are the silhouettes that appear. I don't know what these numbers are here. Oh, there's 5 characters. There's 5 characters. There's 3 characters. I don't know what these numbers are. I don't know what these numbers are. We've got who we've got at the end. Wow. They're showing the in. Guys, this was. Do you know why? No, I don't know why. I planned this intro like after episode 1 came out. I was like, these are the alliances. This is how I'm drawing it. And that's why Ren is not part of the fairy fort here, but like with like, because he was in his tower in that part of the world. I was drawing this actively as the series was coming out. And Who Are You Really was actually posted as the series was still coming out. So like I finished, because obviously Who Are You Really is only about the first half of Last Life. Oh, I've even got the title is Third Life Animatic. Interesting. Oh, you can't see it. It's hidden behind my canvas, but like on the wooden bar at the top of my canvas, like on my easel on the stream screen, it's called Third Life Animatic. Interesting. I think because back then I thought it was Third Life Animatic, or I was already planning to do it because I'd watched Third Life and I was like, dang, this is some great animatic material, and I was planning for the next series to do a Third Life Animatic, or Next Life Animatic, a Last Life Animatic. Next Life should be a name that they should use, surely. Oh, editing notes. I've got editing notes in thing. Interesting. Moving background. Why is moving background important here? Limited Life is the only animatic I've done exactly one animatic to. It really? Oh, at this point, yeah. My notes now and then are so different. Yeah, right. Dan, I had editing notes. I don't think about editing as much anymore. If there's something like specific that I want to do, then I do think about it while I'm drawing it. But like, that's actually quite something that I should think about more. I should consider editing more. I think that will bring me further if I, while I'm drawing, consider what it'll look like in the edit. Do you enjoy the piano practice, One Woman Band? Limited Life. You're right, because I was like, no, Third Life I've done more than one too, but no, that's not. Oh, interesting. So we've got, yeah, we've got Third Life, but we've also got the Third Life poem. We've got Feed the Machine and Eleanor Rigby for Secret Life. We've got Running Up That Hill and Please, Please, Please. And then we've got Everyone Wants to Rule the World and Who Are You? Oh, man. Oh, touche. We got Limited Life. We got Crumble's Limited Life short. That's true. In that case, then I've done 3 to Last Life. Because I did the Etho and B-Dub short. Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da, ba-da. But yeah, that's really cool. Oh, does this mean I have to do a Limited Life animat? I actually, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't have an idea for a Limited Life animatic. I think I've just costed it out so hard with Battle Cry that I don't think I would ever dare touch Limited Life again, because Battle Cry, I still feel like, is where I peaked. I don't think I've made anything better than Battle Cry ever since Battle Cry came out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was right next to the microphone. I didn't think it would sound like that. That's my straw on the rest of my drink. I'm so sorry. I regretted that immediately. You're getting all the ASMR today. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh, man. Really interesting to see. I did quite a lot of like moving around. Tell you what, guys, should we watch the animatic? Should we watch Who Are You? Dudes. Oh, hello. Wrong one. I'm still so hyped. I'm like, I've got to be honest, right? I think I did an okay job for my first. I'm going to do it without audio because I'm scared of copyright strikes. But like, I want to say for a good 2 years after posting this animatic, I still felt like so hyped with this. Dum dum dum. Bad Boys short. Don't know the song Bad Boys. But let's be honest, like, this was like a big part going in. Like, we started half a minute in-ish, 20 seconds in. We love the creepy B-dubs. So you start the animatic 25 seconds in, and it's a 2.5 minute animatic. I just did like 5 drawings for the first half minute. That was actually quite smart. There's like less job to do. But then we zoom. And you make decisions that you think are your own. Fun fact, guys. I accidentally saved this screen. Hi, Miss Annabelle. This is one single image. This is just one image because I forgot to save them as different layers. So this very first image I completely massively failed at. So we're off to a good start. So you feel entitled to a sense of control and make decisions that you think are your own. You are a stranger here. Why have you come? Why have you come? Oh, I'm still very proud of this. Animatic. Dudes, the backgrounds that I used to do are so different now. These are like some of the first backgrounds I did. I enjoyed them. They were a challenge always. But that shot with Lizzie. Kind of like shrouded by the canopy. Being creepy and all that. You are a stranger here, why have you come? I also like the lyrics of you are a stranger here, why have you come? Of like, Cleo's kind of walked into Lizzie's, where Lizzie's setting up shop. So Cleo's a stranger in Lizzie's place. But also this is Lizzie's first life series. So in a sense, Lizzie is a stranger in Last Life. Or in the life series in general. Considering, so that's kind of like the sight of the spine, yeah, creepy. We've got death-defying shorts here, but that's fine. You are a stranger here, why have you come? Why have you come? And so I've got kind of like the switching between the two. Honestly, dudes, I drew this within a month. I had I think I went to sleep as a fever dream, and I woke up, and I had this animatic. Because, like, Last Life started, and I remember the voice message I sent to Simon. I remember the voice message I sent Simon, because I had Who Are You Really on the animatic playlist already, because someone had done a great Dream SMP, because at that point I was doing Dream SMP animatics before then. I've never looked back since posting this one. But like, I remember the voice message that I sent Simon because she was a fan of the Life series at the time as well. And we were both kind of like, we both loved Third Life, and we were both fanning about like, oh my gosh, Last Life is coming out and stuff. And so basically, I got the idea. I remember this so vividly. I was on my gap year, so I had like, I didn't really have many plans. I had just started my gap year and I was just about to travel to the UK to see my family for the first time since COVID. And like, I booked a plane ticket. Oh, I didn't even book a plane ticket. I hitched a ride with my dad who was going to visit family. And I didn't book a plane ticket back until I was like, right, I want to head back now. I missed that gap year so much because I could do things like that. I was so flexible. And I spent like a month at my nana's. And that's where this animatic was created. I literally just drew all month at my nan's because there was no other responsibilities for me. Oh, I remember that time so dearly. But yeah, the voice message I sent Simon is like, I watched the first episodes, like with my headphones on the sofa at my parents' place. Everyone's like all hanging out in the living room. And at some point I'm just like, the idea hits me. I get up, I walk outside into the garden and close the door behind me. My family looks at me going like, what the heck is up there? And then I send Simon this voice message and I'm just pacing up and down outside, fanning about going like, okay, so there's this song that goes, Who Are You Really? And just think the boogeyman. Like, because it's like, who is the boogeyman? Who is the boogeyman? Figure out. And so I sent like this, and I'd play it to you guys, but like half of it's in German. So I can't really get the gist across very well, but it's just like an excited voice message that I sent to Simon. And she texts back going like, oh my gosh, yes. So that's a really fun memory. And so I'd had the animatic, I think, planned out by the time that I was in the UK. And so I was just drawing at my nana's. I was drawing at my nana's. I really wish I still had the original files, because then I could tell you how long these frames took. Because they're relatively simple frames, to be fair. Like, I've been stressing myself. They're like just more characters, you're always on the same eye level with the characters. Sometimes you just get some torsos. I should really like keep in mind that I can keep it simple as well if I want to. But yeah, there's a lot of like very similar compositions here. Literally, we've got like a repeat composition from here, like 2 frames later. So, you know. But yeah, I've got very fond memories, and like I went then on a surprise holiday with my nana and my aunts. They didn't know I was coming, but my nana and I knew I was coming, and I have just this memory of us watching one of the movies about one of the bands or the artists. I think it was the Elton John movie. We were watching the Elton John movie together, and I was drawing this at the time. And again, I was like, I sent this to Simon and be like, look, I did fire. I've peaked. I'm never going to draw anything better than this. Oh, look, white eye. Is that Mumbo dissociating? I don't know. But I was like so proud of like the posing and the fire, and oh, so proud of myself. And I was like so hyped. What gave my idea to swirl the hearts? I peeked at Who Are You Really? I peeked at my very first animatic. I just wanted to kind of give more an interesting heart shape. Because like just a heart is like a little bit boring. And so I was like, okay, what else can I do? I can kind of like continue the line in here. And someone, I think I was, oh, what was it called? Someone once mentioned that it really reminds them of the heart in a webcomic about mermaids. What's that? What's that comic on Webtoon about mermaids, guys? Do you know? And the hearts of the mermaids are like this. Lemon. Siren's Lament. Siren's Lament. They also have this swirl, and I read that comic, but like years and years ago, and so I think that was somehow still like saved in my brain, and I was just like, yeah, that swirl looks right, and so I actually accidentally stole the swirl from Siren's Lament. Apparently, I can't remember what it looks like. I wonder if I can. Do we have any hearts? Yeah, it's kind of like that. This is what the hearts looked like. So it kind of goes the other way, but this was the hearts. So there you go. There's that. Dang, that was a whole thing. That was a whole... I should reread that. That was fun. Although it got a bit weird at the end. It was great at the start. I just took a core memory. So yeah, and then I just kind of added like these things around it to kind of make it look like a bouquet. I don't know. I was just kind of like, how to make heart look interesting, because anyone can draw a heart, and it's interesting how it's kind of like become such a classic part now. At some point, it was another thing that Martin like mentioned in a stream at some point, going like, oh, I really like that swirl in there. It's kind of like the sapling swirl. I'm like, that also sounds like it was probably a unintentional inspiration, because he's kind of got like his sapling swirl on his top. So maybe, I don't know, because it would be fair. It would be a good homage to Martin, because he was the first one that I watched out of the group. So that's fun. I still have your purple heart sticker. I put my purple heart sticker on my laptop case, and it makes me happy. But yeah, at TwitchCon, Martin got his own green heart. I printed out one just for Martin, a green one. Everyone else got purple ones. Because it was just like, hey, I heard you like the swirl, so have your own. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how that's kind of become so iconic. I love it. I'm all here for it. You are a stranger here. Why have you come? Be high, let me look at the sun. I made this animatics. You love them? Yeah, I did. That was me. And the follow. Thank you so much for it, Vidit. I appreciate the follow. It's good to have you here. That's Melton. I mean, Martin is the one who's inspired me the most. And I just had like the opportunity to meet him at TwitchCon, so it was kind of like, that was kind of cool. But yeah, I have a terrible branding. I'm terrible at branding. Yes, I'm Miss Katie Rowe. I'm Katie from Everin. I don't want to give up the Katie Rowe, and I don't want to give up the Everin, so I'm just a branding nightmare. I'm Katie Rowe on Twitch. And anywhere where you see Katie Rowe or Katie, that's a little bit more personal. That's also my personality and me in there. But if you see the Everin, then that's just the art. Then that's the art that I make and the stories I want to tell. So Katie is the person behind Everin. Katie is the person, Everin is the art brand, I guess. But yeah, I'm a branding nightmare. Which is why I'm always very understanding for people who don't know that this Twitch account exists. Although I do my best to share it. Yeah. Who are you really? So this, like, the lyrics of Who Are You Really is the 3 new guys. And they all had the same amount of lives, or maybe a bit more, but they all had dark green lives. So, 3 new people. Who are you? Who are you really? Who are you going to be in this series? So I like that. The lyrics just fit so well for this. It's like, this is a once or maybe twice in a lifetime thing. The Queen. Because I felt like so inspired with this animatic. The lyrics fit so perfectly. And like the story was so cool to tell, right? The lyrics, it's so rare that an animatic, like the lyrics for an animatic of a song work so perfectly for an animatic. For me, it's happened with Who Are You Really? And it's happened with Battle Cry. And Running Up That Hill. I forgot Running Up That Hill happened 3 times in a life. Happens 3 times in a lifetime. I hope it happens more than that. I hope this isn't ever something that I hope this is a feeling that I'll have again. But like, Who Are You Really lyrics fit perfectly. Battle Cry lyrics fit perfectly. Running Up That Hill lyrics fit perfectly. It's just the way it is. And sometimes like songs like Everyone Wants to Rule the World just fit perfectly for the vibe. But yeah, it's really tricky to find a song that fits to an animatic. I'm about to have to cough. I'm feeling a very dry throat and I don't have any water left, so I'm just going to go quickly refill my water bottle. I'll be right back, guys. I return. I'm back. I took a quick toilet break when I was there. Hi, Moomin. Hello, hello. I saw you followed before stream. Welcome, welcome. I recognize that name. What have you done? Good thing Multi's not around. Indeed. We'd have chaos if Multi were here. How dare chat want to riot? But yeah, we're celebrating. We've talked about the new animatic, and now we're celebrating old animatics because it has been 4 years. Been so long. And I saw a question of why are Mumbo's eyes green here. They're all blue. All of their eyes are blue here, but they've kind of like got this green sheen. Kind of like an ad. I guess it's kind of maybe tricky to see. Mumbo's eyes do look the most green because they're very like forward facing. But you know, because of the green heart. But usually I draw Mumbo with blue eyes. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, and we've kind of like got the green, blue, red. I was really like playing around with where I could rate all my animatics in a table. Dude, should we do a tier list? Is that something we should do? Is it quick to make a tier list? Hold on. Can you quickly make a set up a tier list? Can I make an empty one? template. Animatic review. Single use template. Choose files. Oh, I can choose files. Cool. I can upload thumbnails. Art. Animatics. Are we doing all of my animatics? All of them? Because we could. As in like all that you are. Why not? It'll take a little bit. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going through the animatics. And then there were none. I won't do any Dream SMP ones because I think it's just too far back. I don't quite care for it. Battle Cry. We're going alphabetical as well. Brave as a noun. Eleanor Rigby. Oh, I forgot that I did a Yogscast one. Everglow. Everybody wants to rule the world. Hello? Do I have a thumbnail? I do have a thumbnail. Boop. And then we have the fashion. Oh. The fashion meme. Dude, I forgot that I did some of these. I'm gonna be honest. Feed the machine. Thumbnail. Then we have goodbye. Nah, I won't do that one. It's the end of the world as we know it. Sure, why not? It's the end of the world as we know it. Little Iron Man now, no longer you. So I'm gonna start like we're starting at who are you really, like timeline wise. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. What's after please, please, please? Running up that hill. Can you guess the next one? I can't. Time wasn't in our favor. Oh, the short. Time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye. This is simply see you later. Sure, why not? We'll add that one. Oh, in that case, let's add the winner's short as well. Why not? They're shorts. Just add in greens. And then who are you? Who are you? Do I have a thumbnail? Thumbnail, wherefore art thou? There you are. Okay. We have a tier list. Let's get the right thing. We have a tier list. Why does everyone forget the tier? Even me. Even me. Tier list time. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I have opinions on some of them, but I don't know where to place other ones. I'm going to just start. I'm going to start Battlecry S tier. Because genuinely Battlecry is my favorite animatic of all time. So like, I can't, I have to. I have to. And then I can kind of compare the others to that. Dang, this is hard. This is like choosing your favorite babies. Okay. I'm not gonna go like chronologically here, if that's all right with you guys. I've got a controversial take. I didn't like Eleanor Rigby. Didn't like Eleanor Rigby at all. I'm not hugely happy with the final product and I didn't enjoy making it. I was kind of done with Secret Life at that point. So this isn't like with me feeling like the quality of the animatics. Then There Was None was really good. I'd say A. Oh, interesting. I'm not gonna let myself be influenced by chat. I'm gonna figure out my own kind of one. We gotta have an even spread through the tier list. I'm gonna try my best. I can't put them all in S tier, I know. Let's see. I need to think about like my feelings towards these when I watch them. I'm gonna give Time Wasn't in Our Favor a solid A. That was really fun to make. And like every time I watch it, I'm still like, oh, that's nice. That's nice, I like it. Let's see. Ah, I can't have them all up top, yeah. I'm really quite indifferent about the winner's POV one, because it's got like the stained glass art, but like it hasn't really, I don't know, it hasn't really kind of got like, it's just stained glass art with a bit of editing. It was really just something I thought of when I did limited life. I said like, oh, that'd be cool to share, why not? It's my general feelings about it, so watching it and making it, right? My feelings when I was making it, my feelings now after the fact watching it. Thanks, Moomin. Okay. I'm gonna give It's the End of the World as We Know It like a C, but like in front of Eleanor Rigby, because I like it more than Eleanor Rigby. Do I go B? I'm tempted to go a D for Eleanor Rigby. I really didn't enjoy doing it. I cut it short as well. I like It's the End of the World as We Know It. It's such a weird vibe. But I didn't color it, and I don't have as like stronger feelings towards Hermitcraft as I do the live series when it comes to like a storytelling standpoint. What's your guys' personal? Feel free to write in your guys' like personal opinions on different animatics where they should belong in the tier list. Like, who are you really more than Everyone Wants to Rule the World? I don't know if that's a controversial take. Honestly, if I were to place Who Are You Really and Everyone Wants to Rule the World, Who Are You Really is definitely higher than Everyone Wants to Rule the World. I honestly actually think I'm happy to put Who Are You in S tier, because it's the beginning of it all. It's where it all started, right? Would I put Eleanor Rigby a little higher? I think I'm really biased because I was so done with it. I'm really biased on like my feelings towards it, because like every now and again, you know, I just indulge a bit and I go back through watching and watch like what I've made. And I get good feelings about like whenever I watch Who Are You Really and whenever I watch Battle Cry. I think I have the best feelings about those guys. I think I've got to put the OC animatic, All That You Are, as a solid A, because I really loved making that one. And I think at this point I'm just kind of like, oh, I wish the character designs were more updated, but obviously that's the character designs back then. And it was really cool to kind of delve into that world and like do some cool backgrounds and stuff. So I know this is a take that not a lot of people will have because they don't have a lot of connections to our characters. But never seen the Animal Rigby animatic. Beamy, it's fine. I'm not gonna be mad. You're good. Fake friend. But I love the All That You Are animatic. I really yeah, Beamy. How's Beamy a Twitch mod and a Discord mod and a great friend who I've met IRL? Totally fake fan. How dare you? I'm going taking your mod privileges away. No, I love the OC animatic. I want to do more. I want to do more OC animatics. But I know they just don't get as much love as the live series, and that's okay. We love you, baby. Yeah. So that's kind of like, that's where I'm placing that. I think I'm like, and then there were none. I'm gonna put that as like a solid C. Because I definitely enjoyed it. It was like a 2-week project, right? It started out as just a couple of sketches in my sketchbook, and then I was like, no, you know what? I'm way too obsessed with this. And then like within 2 weeks, I had this animatic done. But I'm really sad and annoyed with myself because the editing is kind of a mess on it. It's got glitches in it. But it was really, I don't like it as like a video. I like it as a comic. Does that make sense? It felt really cool as a comic. It doesn't really fit very well as a animatic. And the full like silhouette style was also really fun to do. Don't know what I'm planning for the OC story, but we'd love to read it like the Ranchers fanfic. Have a battle cry stained glass in your iPad's wallpaper. It's so good. I like it. Making your own sea or just writing a character in a way without limits you can base it on. I've just clicked on something. Hold on. Base it on your life on a completely different version or anything which makes it awesome. The characters that can change with time, like how you change, and the story does. It's just great. Yeah, we've been thinking so much about those characters. Oh, I have as well. But like we've been talking about the characters a lot more recently, and I've been thinking about them a lot, and I want to do stuff to it. And it's just a case of how. Because I want to make animatics. I want to make art. I want to tell you about these characters. But there's kind of like a limit to what I can tell you guys without like having the story written. And like writing a story is just so much work. And if we were to do it, I wouldn't post it like a fanfic. I'd actually try and like publish it as a story. And that's the whole idea. We actually have a first book planned out. Well, we have the whole story planned out, but we have a first book that is kind of like a prequel to the rest of the story, which would be like a great introduction to the world. And we actually really want to get writing to that. Who knows? Time is a thing though. Time exists and it's tricky. I just don't have a lot of time at the moment, and isn't that just a story of my life? But I love these characters so much and I want to do more with them for sure. Okay. Right. I'm gonna put Running Up That Hill. I think it's the third S tier, I'm gonna be honest. Or like a really high A tier. Because that's the one, you know, it's the million views. It's all the content creators reacted to it and commented on it. It's, you know, it's the one. It's not personally my favorite. Like, I'm happy with placing it as third S tier, almost first A tier actually. I'm like in between like putting it there or putting it there. But I think it's because I think if it didn't have as much hype as it does, I'd definitely put it here. But I think like to honor like how much the community loved it, I need to put it here. And it was also, again, one of those ones of it's just perfect. It was just the perfect lyrics. It worked so well. Right? What a kind of self-insert. Ooh, I love interest. Ooh. Medieval fantasy setting. Love that. That's cool. That's cool, Lady K. You can't see Running Up That Hill and the poem on the same tier. But then there were none. Like the poem is like right down below here on C tier. Is the quality alright for you guys? For some reason it's really blurry for me on my second monitor, but I hope it's okay for you guys. I hope you guys can see it. I could zoom in a bit more. Does that work? Kind of going almost off screen here. Well, hold on, let's also move chat out the way. Chat, you're in the way. You're in the way, chat. Get out the way. Get out of it. Get out the way. Ooh. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Right, I had to move some things around. Now you can see. Very big. Has to be massive. You know what's happening now. Right, what else we got? We have... Oh, the fashion meme. You know what? I think the fashion meme's a solid A tier. I always smile. Oh, actually... You know what? Now, I'm putting fashion to B tier. And here's my reasoning is I enjoyed making the fashion meme. It was very fun to do. Your internet sucks. No. Following up an animation on the Double Life one, does a good job. Thank you, my dude. I enjoyed kind of like that perspective that I had, and it was please just worked perfect for it. So, you know, it was one of those ideas that hit me like a truck. So I'm putting fashion meme down here. I always have a smile on my face when I watch it, and it was such a fun project. But man, the Empire's fandom was really sucky about it. It's like the only thing that I've done for the Empire's fandom, and I'm never going to do anything else for it because, oh my gosh. I think the Empire's fandom is just a lot younger than the live series fandom. And I gotta be honest, like when actually, and this is not, again, if you're in the Empire's fandom, so was I. This is like nothing against anyone. I'm gonna read your message in a second, Mira. And the Empire's fandom was like, I did the fashion meme, right? And I did it to the content creators that I watch, or the content creators whose dresses I thought were the coolest. I can't remember what my choice was, but they were like, "Oh, why didn't you add Shelby? Like, they're my favorite character. How could you like forget Shelby? I can't believe you forgot Shelby, or I can't believe you didn't add Catherine." Or I was just like, okay. I did drawing, I had fun doing it, but okay, you're just gonna say about how, yeah. Oh, what happened in the Empire's fandom? It was my first time where I had a lot of comments that were complaining. And so it was the first ever time that I'd made an animatic and I had comments that were complaining about it. And and obviously there were like, most of the comments were really positive, most of them. But it was just quite disproportionate amount of people that didn't like it or had something like negative to say about it. And I was just kind of like, oh. Okay, well, okay, F you guys, I'm not doing anything for the Empire's fandom anymore then, for goodness sake. So yeah, that was that, and that's why I've kind of got a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth about this animatic. But I still enjoy watching it. It like gives me like a mood boost whenever I do. And every time I watch it, I have to watch it like a couple times. But there, yeah. Maybe I should even it up by making mean comments on my other animatics. Oh my gosh, Sam. Good idea, need help, baby. I expect more of you, right? What does Mira have to say about their OCs? Mine is about one of them having almost no one left anymore. Outcast staghorns, interesting. Trying to find her place with nature. And then a little girl shows up that ran away from home. That's so cool. That sounds like found family and big sibling, little sibling, or parent child. I don't know. I like it. I can't be saying F you if I'm disappointed. Yeah, well, there's a point. There's a point in creating stuff for the live series or for any kind of fandom, or, you know, creating stuff online and posting it online. It's like, I can do what I want. I've always had this mindset online of, you don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything. It's just cool that we're hanging out and that we can be nice to each other. But like, you can't demand anything of me and I can't demand anything of you. I can't expect you to watch every single animatic that I post, and you can't expect me to post an animatic of a certain subject. That's just how it works. And I think, I don't know, I feel like it's a very healthy relationship to have, as cynical as it sounds. Oh, it was totally a joke. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not coming for you, it's all right. Wait, what? Did you guys have a bet going on? What kind of bet do you have going on? Big sibling is a sibling is the idea. Nice, love that. You don't get it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, leave. Why do people feel like they need to tell the creator that hard work would displease them? Yeah, exactly. I think there's just like... I said I don't owe you anything. Wait, well, I owe you 3. Did I lose a bet? Dang it. Oh. Oh yeah, I feel like I lost a bet at some point. But yeah, that's kind of like my whole mantra when it comes to content creation. I assumed you were kidding. Because like I create stuff that I enjoy creating, because only then can I give you like the best of me, right? Like one horror that's about painting that switches places with a person, which will try and... Interesting. Okay. Interesting, my dude. Interesting story ideas. Beamy, you just have far too many icons next to your name. I don't think you can get any more. But although I do think you can choose what icons you have next to your name. Any tips for drawing or digital drawing? Oof. That's a big question. Like, you'll have to narrow it down a little bit so I can be a little bit more specific. Because I don't quite know what to say. Practice? Draw things? Just draw. You don't have that one? Oh. Get good. Do you have, is it an achievement that you have to have? Okay, let's continue. Let's go back to the tier list. I completely forgot about the tier list, guys. Guys, we forgot about the tier list. Right. What do we have? We have 4 left. Okay, everyone wants to rule the world. It's not as high as Who Are You Really, for sure. I think it can go like here. I feel good about placing it there. Yeah. So Mr. Vibey, you love the people in the Hermit Life series fandom? Yeah. We're chill here. Had to gift a sub to someone playing Silk Song right after release. Oh, interesting. Basically the only time we gifted a sub. Man, I don't know what to think about these last 3. I think Feed the Machine. Let's see. I'm trying to think about... So the thing is, like, Please, Please, Please has just come out. I don't think I can judge Please, Please, Please. So I'm just going to put it in B because, like, I'm neutral about it. Because I think it's really difficult to judge a animatic just after it's come out, because obviously I'm a little bit fatigued about it. I'm happy it's out. I'm happy with what I've done. There, I can see like spaces for improvement, but I need to have like a bit of space before I place that. No Longer You. I haven't watched No Longer You. I haven't like watched back No Longer You almost at all. Sam! Guys, just so that you know, this is what Sam's often like, and Sam is always joking. Just for the new people popping in, Sam is not actually just a horrible, mean person. Sam, I think today Sam is actually even more chaotic than usual, which is fine, I guess. Sam just woke up and chose chaos today. Or maybe Sam didn't even go to sleep, and that's why Sam is Sam, because it's like 6 a.m. How late is it? 7 a.m. As I started speaking, I'm sparring with your idea. Oh, anyway. The ads place great today. Feed the Machine. Feed the Machine. I need to kind of... I don't know if I want to distance myself from Secret Life and just look at it as like a product of itself, because I think I did quite a good job with Feed the Machine. But again, I wasn't hugely inspired by Secret Life. Hey, you feed the machine. I think I did enjoy Feed the Machine. I think I liked it. Because I was very proud of what I did, like artistry wise, like drawing wise, in that animatic. I think I'm gonna plonk No Longer You here. Because I don't think I've really rewatched it much. So I've not really got it in my brain right now. I think this is my animatic tier list. Feed the Machine is your favorite? Oh, interesting. It's definitely not my favorite. And I think it's just, that's because of my connection to Secret Life, that I wasn't inspired as much. But I just decided like, okay, maybe I'm not as inspired as much, but I'm going to try my best to like really upgrade my art. And I think this was like one where I'm like, right, yes, my art has gotten an upgrade, right? We could watch No Longer You together right now. We could. Improved Secret Life for you. That's good to hear. Everyone Wants to Rule the World are easily your favorites. Yeah, what are your guys' favorites? You let me know. Can I share this template? Oh, presentation mode? Privacy. Reject all. Oh no, I've lost it. Oh guys, no, I've lost it. No. It's gone. Has someone screenshotted it? No. Oh, I'm sad. I wanted to see if I could share it with you guys. Anyway, someone clip it and send me the screenshot. Oh well, that's the tier list. Oh wait, have I? Oh, is it a new tab? No, it's just gone. Yeah, bye tier list. Tier list is gone. Thanks for the follow, True Backup Gamer. Okay, who should we watch? Nobody. No Longer You. We could watch No Longer You. I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of... Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Clipped it. Clipped it. Join the Discord, my dude, and send it at me on the Discord. Oh yeah, Lady K. You guys are the best. I see a song of past romance. Let's have a look. See if this changes. So, previously this was in what, B tier? Same tier as fashion, right? So let's see. Let's see if I could sing to it so we don't have quietness. I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. Ooh, I see you on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it out alive, but it's no longer you. Howdy sails. Anyway, Lady K, have you sent it? Hold on. Howdy sails. Where's it been sent? Oh, there it is. It's in general. Cool. Oop. My recommendations. What do my channel recommendations have to say for themselves? Let's see. Oop. Oh, that's not working. Someone said follow. Who followed? Indie Kitty, thank you so much for the follow, my dude. I appreciate it. So here we are. Here was the tier list. We love the screenshot qualities. They're fun. There we go. Come on, mate. Work, please. It's literally up on my screen. There we go. So, No Longer You. You know what? I think No Longer You is better than Feed the Machine. I'm putting it in A tier. I'm putting it in between Time Wasn't in Our Favor and Feed the Machine, I think. Yeah. I forgot so many points. You can't send links in chat if that's what you're trying to do, my dude. Yeah, no, I forgot so much of No Longer You. Now that I've kind of been reminded of it, then I need, yeah, that's fair. I like that. I think that was also, I've got like a soft spot in my heart for No Longer You. I've just been reminded by for so many like emotions that I had surrounding that animatic, because it's my arc of like, it's my arc of doing shorter live series animatics, and shorter animatics in general. And so there's a drama organ. Oh dear sales. Anyway, hi Ellie. Hello, my dude. I want to talk about something, and I want to try and do it in a very concise way, so that I can potentially post it on YouTube. And so I'm going to plonk you guys over on this screen so that we can actually have like a proper chat. I'm going to be a bit controversial. I'm going to do my best here, all right? I'm going to do my best here. Because this is going back to the I don't owe you anything, you don't owe me anything when it comes to the content creation world. And I want to talk about something. Because I've mentioned it like in many different spaces. And I feel like the only way that enough people are gonna see it, where I don't keep getting comments about it, is if I post it to everyone. So hi, if you're seeing this on everyone, I'm gonna try and put this into a condensed video for information for you. TLDR, if you're wondering whether I'm going to make a past life or a wildlife animatic, I'm not. That's the TLDR. If that's what you want to hear, then you can go. But I want to have this conversation here because I keep getting these questions. No, she is not. I keep getting these questions like every community post I make, every YouTube video I upload, every short I upload, I get that comment. And I've spoken about it a lot on stream before, so this is very old news to the stream chat. But I want to mention it so that kind of like everyone has the equal opportunity to see this information. And let me give you my like thoughts on what I want to do with the channel. Hi YouTube. I have been making live series animatics for 4 years now. 4 years is a long time. It's a long time. Some of them have been recaps of the entire season, like Running Up That Hill, Battle Cry, you know, those wonderful ones. Skyride, awesome, my dude. Welcome to the Discord. We've got a lovely community there. I hope you have a good time there. And so I have, yeah, I've done a lot. That's what most of my main art has been for the last 4 years. Is just my focus has been live series. And I want to kind of move on from that. And I'm not saying that I'm never making any more live series animatics, but I kind of want to shift my focus. I'll make whatever inspires me. That's always been the case. That's always been what I've done. And for the longest time, the live series have inspired me to make art for them. Because they are such amazing series, and I'm not like trying to diminish that. I loved Wildlife and Past Life. But like they don't inspire, like Wildlife and Past Life haven't inspired me enough to make an animatic for them. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, because I think honesty is important, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, Secret Life didn't inspire me at all to make an animatic. And so I did still make 2 animatics for it, which is a bit crazy. And yeah, I've got a bit of a bitter spot towards Secret Life and the animatics that I made for that because of that. And I don't want that. I don't want to feel bitter towards a live series just because I didn't feel inspired to make an animatic that I promised I would make. Because that just makes me start feeling bitter towards the live series in general. And I really don't want that because the live series has given me so much. And the community and like you guys. I mentioned this, like I talked about this in a post that I did yesterday when it was the 4-year anniversary like the day of the 4-year anniversary of Who Are You Really coming out, is I love this community so much. Like, the amazing people that I have met in this community, I can call a lot of you friends. I've met a few of you, which has been amazing. And it's just like the interactions that I've had in this community are unlike any other interaction I've had in any other community, period. And we've been able to foster our own community through this community. Basically what I often say is I've taken the best people from the best community, which is the live series, and built my own community of that. So we've got the best of the best over there. If you want to join the Discord and the community, by the way, link is in the About section of the YouTube channel, or if you do !Discord on the Twitch chat. But yeah, I've got the best community here, and it's just I don't know where I'd be without the 4 years that we've had to grow this community and these friendships. Join us. I don't know where I'd be. I've grown as a person so much. I've become so much more confident and so much more authentically myself, because I know I can be with you guys, and like there's like no judgment there, and there's people like telling me that who I am is enough and is cool and is a person that people like, and so that's just like incredibly valuable. Sorry for knocking the mic. That's incredibly valuable for me. And it's just, yeah, I can't put into words how much this community means to me. So I really don't want to start having bitter feelings towards the community and like the thing that is built around the community, the live series. Yeah, you're part of the community, Sam. So yes, you are the best. You're just some of the best. I really don't want to start having bitter feelings towards the live series, because they brought me this fantastic community, and I still love the content creators. They are such amazing, inspiring people, with so much integrity. Like, you don't see that a lot nowadays. They have so much integrity. They show so much kindness and they're so genuine. And that's just such a rarity nowadays online. Thank you, Greenwolf. I appreciate it. But I need to find a relationship with the live series that is good for me. And I don't think making animatics, especially full-length animatics to the newer live series, is where that healthy relationship lies. Because it started out with a bit of an obsession of making these animatics, and then inspiring to tell stories, and I'm really proud of the stories I've been able to tell, and I've been really inspired by the stories that the live series crew have told, that I've been able to adapt. It's been really inspiring. I've loved it. But I don't want to force that inspiration, I don't want to force myself putting into that inspiration. Thank you so much for the follow, Green Wolf Gamer. It's lovely to have you here. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, I am not promising that I'm going to make a wildlife or a past life animatic. I wasn't inspired to make I didn't find a song. I wasn't looking for a song, to be fair, but I didn't organically find a song. Like, for instance, for Please Please Please, I wasn't planning on making this double life animatic, but Please 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 was such a perfect fit for Pearl and Scott that I was like, yes, we make a short animatic for that. And so I've not been inspired by past life or wildlife to do anything like that. If that changes in the future, I don't know. So I'm not gonna say never. But I'm also gonna say don't expect it, because you'll only be disappointed. And if that means that you no longer want to watch my content, that's okay. We're on the train of life, and sometimes some people are on that train for longer than others, and it's okay if we part ways. If you no longer want to watch what I do, that's all good. That's your right, as it is my right to make what I want to make, And maybe what inspires me is more short form content. I say short form, it's not an actual short, but maybe what inspires me is shorter animatics to, specific dynamics of the live series, specific moments. Maybe what inspires me is something completely new. an epic animatic, arcane animatic. I've not got any plans towards that, so hold your horses on that. But, you know, other stuff that I'm interested in. But where my heart currently really lies, and what I really want to delve into, is my own stories, my own characters. And I know that is something that a lot of people won't immediately be able to relate to, because like animatics to fandoms are a lot more popular. And that's okay. Again, if this means that you no longer want to watch what I make, that's okay. Just don't leave a mean comment about it. It's just the way that it is. I should make a Sam animatic. I should make a Pico Park animatic. Of just us shouting at Sam. And maybe like, you know, I've always loved making animatics. Like animatics, my first animatic that I ever made was over 10 years ago at this point. And Neverlife animatic. Oh. That was 10 years ago. That was partially OC, partially a fandom that I'm not going to mention because that animatic will never see the light of day, and gosh, I'm so embarrassed about it. But yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years. Over 10 years at this point. And I love telling stories through music and animatics, and honestly, my music taste is animatic music. You know, music you can tell stories to, so that's not going anywhere. I want to keep telling stories through music because I think that's just such a powerful medium. And I'm gonna do it for as long as I can because I love making art, but I think there's just like another level of if you make art to music, or if you can tell a story through your art, through like multiple frames. That's not like downplaying any other forms of art. It's just one that I really love. And so I'm really wanting to turn towards original character stuff in the near future. And I don't know yet what that will look like. Maybe I'll be inspired by something else of like a fandom or of the Life series or the Minecraft YouTube space. Maybe that will continue to inspire me. But currently, honestly, I don't have a lot of plans for the next project. I'm going with the flow. I'm seeing what happens. Probably not a lot, but until January because my semester is intense. But I just love creating, and I will continue to create and post my art online. And if you guys were there to see it, then that's awesome. And I'm just really thankful for the friends that I've been able to make along the way. And like, you know, art that we've been able to share. Like the Draw This in Your Style project is such a beautiful example of just people getting together to share art and to hype each other up with how amazing their art is. And it's such an awesome opportunity that we've had. I love it. You can make OCs about us. It's one of your favorites, aren't we? Oh man. Maybe subconsciously some OCs are inspired by some friends. I do see some like similarities of some OCs with some friends, which is not intentional, but also makes me fun. I find funny. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to get off my chest, because I keep getting questions of like, when are you going to post a wildlife or a past life animatic? Or are you working on one, or do you plan to work on one? And so I know they're all in good faith, like they're all in good heart. They're coming from people who are like hyped about my art, which is really cool. But some of them feel a bit demanding. I'm not gonna lie, and it's just a bit tiring. I know I've gone on record, like on stream, complaining about this again and again, but I make what I make because I'm inspired to make it. I'm inspired to tell stories, and the stories will only be good. Like, the best stories that I can tell are the stories that I want to tell. If I'm forced to tell stories I don't want to, then you're just not going to get very good products. Sam, AU, what have I missed? Oh, all the friends. All the friends are inspired by Sam. I do have an original character called Sammy. Not inspired by Sam. I've had the character Sammy for longer than I've known Sam, but you know. Oh, I should do a Sam redesign. But yeah, I'm currently in the process of redesigning my characters. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving it. Kind of like delving into, because I've been talking about my OCs like more with other people, and if like here's the characters. I need to screen share again. This is probably going too long. I don't know how I'm gonna condense this into a YouTube video, but we'll figure it out. I have school tomorrow. Enjoy sleep, I guess, and enjoy school. See you around, my dude. Here we go. So I've been redesigning some characters, and like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where to take them. Until I've got so many thoughts about them, and you know, there's more than these three. This is just like the start of the redesign. We've got Chinoa, we've got Zorak, we've got Sammy, we've got Derek, we've got Logan. We've got so many characters I want to draw and I want to introduce you guys to, and I've done the introducing part before and again. But because the Life series have been such like my focus for the last 4 years, I need to teach people cold patience and understanding. Yeah. The amount of screenshots I've sent to friends going like, look at this comment. It's so I'm so distraught from this comment, and I'm like, Katie, calm. You don't have to reply. What's been my favorite character to draw in general? Original character or Life series character? Because I think it's hard. This is the thing, right? It's been so. Oh, I drew Kira in a dress as well. It's been so long since I consistently drew my original characters that I don't know what it's like to draw them anymore. And that's so sad, because I love these characters dearly. Like, I often think about, like, real life situations, like, how would this character react to that? Or, you know, Kira looks neat. I love Kira. But, like, I really want to, yeah, I love these characters so much. It's so difficult to try and introduce, let's go Life series because of the 4-year anniversary. Tango. Fire hair. Easy. Chinoa would be fun. I love Chinoa as well. I love them all, but it's so difficult to kind of introduce these characters to you without being too spoilery, or, you know, appropriately kind of, because we all have an idea of who these characters are, and introducing them to you guys. But yeah, I hope I've been concise enough to kind of be able to maybe cut this into a video to put on the Everin channel, because I've talked about this a lot. I bet, like, Sam, I bet you're sick and tired of me labbering, complaining about the YouTube audience. Oh, she's doing it again. She does it every single animatic after party. She's doing it again. Don't know why Sam's gone northern. But remind you of Skiz? Oh, dude, Rain has such different vibes to Skiz. Rain does not have Skiz vibes. That's exactly what Sam sounds like. I should have tried and done a multi impression if I'm going northern. Anyway, I think this is the only, like, I know I need to realize I'm still going to get comments about the Life series probably for the rest of time, because that's what kind of helped me blow up, right? That's what this community is built off of. I've built off the backs of these fantastic creators. But I think I just like it if I didn't get those comments anymore. I'm gonna be real. Because it is affecting my view of the Life series. Because I'm feeling bitter about it. Because I'm feeling like I'm being judged for not making a Life series animatic, a wildlife or a past life animatic. And then I'm kind of like hesitant to watch. I didn't feel this as much for wildlife, because I was like, forget it. No, I was in my rebel phase. I was like, I'm not making an animatic. No one can make me, so I'm just going to enjoy wildlife. And past life, I just had that, for some reason I had intrusive thoughts again on, oh, people are going to expect me to make an animatic to this. And I had that pressure on my back again for some reason, even though I'd overcome that in wildlife. So I didn't enjoy past life as much as I could have. And I don't want to feel bitter towards the Life series, because I'm kind of like weighed down under the expectation of people expecting me to make a live series animatic. The fact that you heard live series and you instantly joined. Let's go. They all come from people who've seen one or two of my animatics from a distance and have no clue that even stream or the Discord, let alone I've talked about any of this. Exactly. Fandom can get a little toxic and stuff like that. Exactly. People are constantly pestering Evil Anvil as well. Yeah. It's tricky to get out of. It's one of those things. Like you get big through these kinds of things. You ride off the backs of the success of other things, and it's like almost impossible to exit out of that fandom. And like respect to any artist that can do that and then start posting their original content, because like I know from personal experience there have been artists that have stopped doing content for the fandom that I like, and I've unsubscribed. That's just the way that it is. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit that, and I don't think anyone should feel ashamed for doing that, because like I said, we kind of like, you know, we grow apart. This parasocial relationship isn't working anymore, and that's fine. We move on. But yeah, it's just, I need to come to grips with it. I need to stop yammering about it. I'm gonna see if I can cut this together and put it on YouTube, and then I think I'm just gonna be done with it. Because I've put it on community posts, I've put it in descriptions of videos. I think all that I can hope for is the people that watch the Everin channel and are like very casual viewers, just, you know, watch the animatic when it comes out and that's all they care about. Hello, my iPad's dying. Hello. The screen's gone really dark. What the heck's happening? Why is it so dark? I can barely see anything and it's at max brightness. What's going on? Oh, it glitched out. Anyway, we'll put you guys on the screen for now. Hundreds of comments. Don't look at the few that aren't. Easier said than done. Yeah, exactly. Don't leave us now, iPad. Please, please, please. Anyway, I'm done complaining. It's just I'm trying my best not to make this stain my experience of the live series. But like you say, it's easier said than done. And I just really don't want that, because I think it's a really cool thing and I don't want to get that feeling. So, I'm not promising any live series animatics in the future. I will do what I'm inspired to do. And currently I'm really feeling original character stuff. And at some point I might just be like, you know what, forget it, and start spoiling stuff to you guys and start telling you guys a story. There's so many animatics that I have, like, that I actually even planned out. I've planned out original character animatics, but they involve spoilers, so I can't make them and post them. Which is annoying, because I'm going to get in trouble with Simon and Alina, because it's not just my story, it's the story that I share with them. Dang it. I just want to make stuff, okay? I just want to make stuff, and I want to tell stories, and yeah. Maybe there'll be like some writing in there. Do CPR on the iPad? I think we're fine. I think it was just a glitch in the brightness. I think we're good again. I have had it on, like, and charging for 4 hours at this point. It's fine. Everyone begin begging her to do specific OC stuff. Sam, you are a menace today. You are a menace today. What specific OC stuff do you want me to do? Right, go on, start begging. Start begging. And I'll do it just to spite you. I love my OCs. I really want other people to love my OCs. Is that selfish? I think it is. But, you know, I do my art for me. I make not a lot of money for this. Like, the only income that I get for the art stuff. Give me something specific to pester him about. Maybe I'll tell you something about it. Like the only like revenue I get from this is the Twitch subscriptions. Like, I get no revenue from the animatics itself. Like, YouTube has shut me down because I use copyrighted songs. Played around with the idea of making a Patreon, but I just don't feel great about asking money for people from people. Maybe that'll be something I'll do in the future. But yeah, this is my hobby. This is my community. And this is something that I just love doing. So I'm going to continue to love doing it. That sounds really wrong English grammatically. I'm going to continue to love doing it. Is that correct? I don't think so. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. And we'll see where it takes us. We'll see where it takes us. I love animatics. I love songs. I love telling stories. And so we'll see what stories are next to be told. I hope that you're along for the ride. All you've seen is my redesign. I want to do more. I do. It's a big world. It's a big task to introduce you guys to it. I just wish you guys just already knew these characters and knew who they were and what they were about. Always along for the ride. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to stop complaining about this, she says, and then probably the next animatic I post, I'm like, stop asking me to do a live series. I can't take it anymore. I was inspired to do No Longer You. I was inspired to do Please, Please, Please. Nobody forced me to do those. Those were fun. Secret Life I wasn't inspired, but I still did it because I promised you guys I would. But I learnt my lesson there, and now I'm not promising anything. No promises. You'll just get what you're given. You'll get art at some point. We do kind of know about the OC. It's just been a while, yeah. Don't know the full story here. There's such a full story to be told. Maybe on a late night mod VC, you'll get stuff. No, actually, I can't trust Sam not to spread anything about. Although no, I totally can trust Sam to spread stuff about original characters, because all Sam would do was spread lies just to be a troll. Sam would just spread lies to be a troll. Let's be honest. Nudge with a shoulder. Some would say he's the main character. Well, to be fair, is the iPad gonna survive again? Is the iPad here to say hi? Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can get a picture of Sammy. I don't have an updated picture, but one of our characters is called Sammy. One of our characters is called dudes, I have 800 drawings on my iPad. More than 800. Ah, so many drawings, so much art. I've done the drawings. So this is the most updated image of Sammy. Oh, I need to start up my program again. Hold on. Conversely, yes, Sam is probably the best to keep a secret. So this is Sammy. He's our strawberry blonde. Look at you, strawberry blonde. Feels rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Fantasy Captain America vibes are very accurate. But yeah. Reference to Sam, one of my characters, he gets before I say the main character. Sam face reveal. I don't actually know what Sam looks like. I've never seen Sam's face. And that's okay. Not that I don't ever want. You know, I'm stopping that conversation before it starts. I've only seen the mods' faces or the mods that I've met. It'll take a lot to go to Australia. Sam face reveal. I'll keep going. What I'm trying to say is, Sam, I don't care if I do see your face or if I don't. It's just nice being your friend. That's what I wanted to say without being weird about it. You don't need to show your face. Please, please, please. This is going to become a thing now, isn't it? Yeah, anyway. I'm terrified to see Sam's face in case Sam does actually look like Sammy. Anyway. Yeah, this is our golden boy. Does anyone else see Jimmy in that? Sammy existed before I knew who Jimmy was. Sam's gonna show up in a Peter Park cosplay. Oh, with the 4 Eyes of Terror. Oh my gosh, my brain. You know what my brain did? I didn't think of like this blocky cat character. No, I thought of a full single color bodysuit with cat ears. Why did my brain immediately go to that? Why did my brain go to that? I am traumatized by that image. Is that such a gentleman? He is. Shall I talk a little bit about Sammy while we're here? Why not? Should we talk a bit about Sammy? Sammy is the son of stable hands, of two stable hands. They used to own like a horse breeding farm, I guess. But there was a great oh, what's it called? Not a plague, but when everyone's hungry. A famine. There was a famine in his kingdom. And so his parents kind of like sold the horse farm and they went to the capital to seek aid from the royal family. And the royal family were like, hey, we need new horse people, so why don't you run our stables? And funnily enough, Sammy is the same age as the prince of that kingdom. The kingdom is called Alandre, by the way. And so they moved to the capital. The royal family is like, new stable hands, cool. Sammy is the stable boy, but at the same time, he starts a good friendship with Derek. And so very kind of like organically, Sam becomes Derek's protector. He's trained as a knight. And so he kind of becomes his bodyguard and joins Derek on like any kind of diplomatic journeys. Let's see, do I have Derek here somewhere? Ooh. Yes, here's Derek immediately. Derek is next. And so these two are besties. Like you don't see them apart very often at all. And at some point, like Derek's whole thing is he grew up on fairy tales. And so he's like, he envisions himself as the prince of a fairy tale. And he's like, at some point he's like, I'm going to go on my valiant adventure. And I'm going to find my princess in the forest and save her from an evil dragon, take her home, and we're going to fall in love. And that's kind of like his whole vibe. So at some point, he does actually go out and do that. Any of my OCs in a relationship? Not at the start of the story. But relationships do form within the story. But that's spoilers. I can't say who's in what relationship. People have guessed certain relationships already. So people have guessed certain relationships, but I'm not saying anything. Because people have guessed wild relationships as well, and I'm like, dang. Now that's a ship. Flippin' heck. Sammy's in a relationship with Sammy, okay. Please tell us and we can ship them with Sam. No. Feel free to ship anyone with Sam. Ship whoever you want. Ship whoever you want with whoever you want. I will not put any kind of labels on that. You do what you do. But just don't get mad if it's not canon, I guess. Because people can sometimes be like that. But yeah, Sam immediately realizes what his friend is doing and follows Derek on his very stupid idea. And basically is the only one who keeps Derek alive. Think Derek is like the prince from Into the Woods going, agony. And Sam is like, okay, drama queen, let's not die here. But bless Sam is such a sweetheart. He's so caring for animals. He really wants to do right by everyone. He doesn't want anyone like thinking ill of him or kind of like he's a really good mediator when it comes to like conflicts. So he does his best to like make everyone feel happy in a situation or in a conflict. And so, yeah. So one's delusional. Yes. Derek is so extra. I love Derek, but I love Derek. And who else do we have here? We also have Chenoa. Chenoa is Bird Woman and mother of 4. Bless her. She's mother of quadruplets. And she was thrust out of her home because of her kids. They're not, what is it called? It's not ethical. It's burb. It's not, they're not out of wedlock. Can you say legitimate? Maybe legitimate. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, she was cast out of her home for that, and then she had to take her babies with her. And so that's how she kind of enters into the story. Chenoa and the Harpies I love because they've got such an interesting culture. And it's just it's a culture that we've really like built out already quite a lot. They worship a ancient being of the sun. So they basically get like energy from the sun. They don't do photosynthesis. They still need to like eat and sleep and get energy like that. But they have like this attunement with the sun where they feel more energetic, or they feel like, you know, they gain their magical energy through the sun. And the sun god is called Photos. And so they worship him. There's like this big statue of him in their meeting hall. And it's such an interesting I could talk about it for hours. We could do a stream about it if you want. Stream does go by fast, that is true. But yeah, Chenoa's kicked out of her home and feels very abandoned by her so-called god. Very spiteful towards him by what he allowed happen. So she feels very abandoned, very alone in a strange world, having to take care of 4 kids. But thank goodness there is friends along the way to support her, to challenge her prejudice of other beings, and to, you know, show her that she's not alone and she doesn't have to be a lone strong warrior. And so she learns that, and then becomes a very good leader. Because as soon as she learns to trust people, she's very good at understanding what people need to do in a certain situation. Very good at handling crisis situations. In most cases, I'll say. Little caveat to that. Little asterisks. Yeah. Who else we got? We have our girl Kira. We have our little star mage Kira. I've done so many streams talking about Kira, but I'll continue, why not? Bye, amen. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Motherly bird OC. We love the bird OCs. Kira is a chaotic star mage. She lived in a tower on her own all her life, so she's not very good at social interactions and social cues. So she's a little bit awkward around people, but like at the same time, always eager to learn, always eager to get to know people. She's easily overwhelmed in social situations if there's too many people there. But if she's like one-on-one with a person, she's like really eager to like get to know them. And she's very eager to like experiment with her magic. So she's got star magic. So she takes energy from the stars, and she can actually collect it, which you can see her doing here, and compress it into like crystals, which are then her power source throughout the day when you don't see the stars. And she does wacky stuff with her magic. Oh, she's crazy in that sense. Completely nocturnal, bless. She sleeps during the day because she's out there doing her star magic at night. So that's why she's a bit messy, perpetual bedhead. But we love Kira. We have... I'm not going to talk about Rain because I talked about Rain relatively recently, and the sketch of Rain that I have right here is very spoilery. Then we have Zorak. Sorak is our powerful warrior woman. She is like not very good at showing emotions. She came from the underworld. She was dragged back from the underworld with Rain. Rain went on an adventure to the underworld and dragged her back with him. She can turn into a panther. She's what is called a high spirit, and high spirits can turn into an animal. She can turn into a black panther, and that's why she's got the golden eyes. And yeah, she's very straight to the point. Not very quick at like showing emotions, or doesn't show emotions very obviously. But if you get to know her, you can kind of like see the subtle shifts in emotion. She isn't afraid of kind of like expressing when she likes something. Like she likes flowers and she likes plants. And she's not like over the top about it, like, oh cutesy, I love the plants, but she's like, they're nice, I like them, they're cool. And so she tends to the garden with Kira, and it takes her a while to accept the fact that she's been dragged out of the underworld because there's no way for her to go back. But you know, she kind of settles into the life that she then has, and is very easily annoyed by a certain tiefling's antics. So you guys know how the Avengers have like a who's the strongest Avenger between Thor and Hulk? Chinoa and Sorak have that. Who's the strongest out of the team? Is it Sorak or is it Chinoa? The two strong women, and they often spar together, and if anyone else were to join in with their sparring, they would come out scarred. And I've also recently talked about Adamir, so I won't talk about Adamir too much. But yeah, I want to redesign those characters that I haven't redesigned yet. My OCs are just the Avengers, yeah, sure. Fantasy Avengers. I want to do so much more about original characters. I think it's really important to celebrate the 4 years that we've had in the live series. But I also think it's important to be excited for future projects to come and new projects. So if I am just limiting myself to the live series, I'm limiting myself creatively. So I want to really like broaden my horizons, and I've been telling myself this for years. I really need to be brave enough to do that, because I've kind of like defaulted back to live series ideas more than other ideas, because I'm like, yeah, people will like the live series. The live series is safe. But I need to kind of like get out of that mindset and not think about what people will like, but what I will enjoy doing. So I just kind of like need to do that. I need to be in that mindset. But yes. That is what I wanted to say. Please, please, please make cool stuff. I will, to the best of my ability. I think we should poddle off to... I think we should just, poddle off and maybe end it there. We've been chatting for a hot minute. I think I've said what I wanted to say. If there's desperate topics that you guys still want to talk about the please, please, please animatic, or make a Sam animatic, sure. I'll make a Sammy animatic. I do have like an animatic in mind about Sam, but it has spoilers in it, so I can't do it. And it makes me sad. But yeah. I've loved the last 4 years. Don't get like, I know I complained earlier. I've loved the last 4 years, and I've loved making animatics for the live series. It's been such a journey that I could never expect. I never expected to go on. And I've enjoyed, I'll say I've enjoyed like 90% of it, right? Me goes on vacation. I've enjoyed so much of it, and I've enjoyed the connections that we've made, and like the way that I've been able to improve my art, and just so much support and so much love in this community. So thank you for being around. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here in stream. If you've been here since the start, or if you've just hopped on this stream, thank you. Thanks for saying hi. It's so nice, because it's like, these streams would be really pretty boring if it were just me talking. I'm not that entertaining. It's you guys who I can have a conversation with and just hang out with. That means that we can, you know, chat for 3 hours and 45 minutes without really thinking about what the time is. Like Beamy said, time goes by quick. And, you know, it's just really cool to have that dialogue and to have that community, you know, chat to you guys like you're my friends. You know, just still having that, you know, parasocial relationship, that barriers, I guess, but it's really nice to have this community, to share art with people who have similar passions, who are so supportive of each other. This is such a supportive community, and this is something that I've really, really appreciated with the Draw This in Your Style challenge, especially recently. And I just feel so blessed to have you guys. I feel so blessed to have this community. And I know what this community means to others, and that makes me feel so, like, overwhelmed sometimes what people say, like, what this community means to them. Because, you know, at the start it was, you know, just me uploading a YouTube video, sitting on a stream, maybe with my brother, playing some Minecraft. And now 4 years later, here we are. And I don't take that for granted at all. Like I said, I was complaining earlier, but like the fact that people come and enjoy my art and leave comments saying like, oh, I'm so excited for what you do next. Are you going to do this? That's so valid. That is so valid of people to do. So I don't want it to come across that I'm taking all this for granted. It's just I'm so overwhelmed by the kindness that people have shown and the support for my art. Because again, I'm just like a little person in a corner of the internet. There's so many other people that you could be watching right now. There's so many other communities you could be hanging out in, but you choose to be here, which is cool. So thank you. I could talk about how amazing you guys are for hours, honestly. It's you know, earlier, you know, it's very easy to focus kind of on the negative, like stop asking about wildlife and past life. But I do want to focus on the positive and just like how amazing this community is. And the real connections that I've made, the friends that I've made, the friends that I've been able to meet. What the heck? In the last year, I have met 4 of my online friends. 5 actually, if we're not counting if we count Hawk, who isn't in the Everin community but is one of my online friends. Which is so crazy. Isn't the internet cool that we can do that? That we can meet people from across the globe. So yeah. When are you coming to Europe, Sam, hey? when we get to meet Sam, or Dragon, or Ivan, or other people from Everlife. I mean, man, it's such a cool community. You guys make my heart so full, so warm. When am I coming to Australia? Sam, you missed me back in 2018. You missed me. I was there. How dare you not come to Melbourne in the 2 weeks that I was there in 2018 before I knew you? How dare? Wet, cold Britain. I'm in Britain at least once a year. But that's where I got to meet Multi. It's just really cool. Exactly, Sam. You've disappointed me. I come all this way and I don't even meet you. Oh, you guys are the best. I'm so blessed. Yeah. Never sorry. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Before I get too sappy, before I get too emotional, just thinking back at the amazing 4 years we've had, I just want to raise a glass, or, you know, raise a full massive water bottle that I've barely drunken anything out of because no one's hydrated after the hydrate train. And thank you guys. You've been amazing. So that was passive aggressive, wasn't it? I apologize. Anyway, before I get too sappy, I'm leaving it there. Sending you guys on your way. Thank you for hanging out in this little corner of the internet. And thank you for enjoying my art, my storytelling. I hope I can continue to brood you stuff that you enjoy. And if not, that's okay. Streamer needs chat to tell her when to drink water. Breaking news. I don't think that's too much breaking news. Dude, I did not drink enough water during work yesterday. I drank like a couple of glasses. It was so bad. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the animatic. And I hope to be able to create more stories together over the next 4 years and more. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the community that we've been able to create and build and foster. Something like that. I can't. Words are hard. Too late. I've been talking for 4 hours. You guys really are the best. I wouldn't want to be in any other corner of the internet. So thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And next week we are going to continue with the Draw This in Your Style with the Martin and the Ghost frame from Everyone Wants to Rule the World. The Draw This in Your Style is going to go on till the end of November. So that's our Sunday streams until then. But other than that, that's been me. And yeah, all that is left for me to really do is to send you guys off into the void that is the internet. Thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye.